Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry, dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here on Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by L&L Advisors. You heard the message from Bennington State Bank. They are in the middle of their Christmas open house madness, if you will. They just wrapped up a Christmas open house at their Salina branch today. They have open houses coming up in Minneapolis on Wednesday, December 13th, then in Bennington next Thursday, December 14th, and in Abilene on Friday, December 15th, 1 week from today. All those open houses run from 9 until 4. Holiday treats, fun giveaways, and, of course, the 2024 calendars. You can go to Bennington State Bank's website, see them online for more information on their Christmas open houses. Big wins on the road Tuesday at Lindsborg for Southeast of Saline's Trojans. The Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans got a victory over Smoky Valley 46-30. It was a game in where Southeast of Saline trailed early on 3-0. But then the Lady Trojans went on a run. They ended the first quarter with a 13-7 lead, led at halftime 26-10. Led after the third quarter, 38-27, and went on for a 46-30 win. Southeast of Saline now 1-1 on the season. One of the things that Southeast really did well on this game on the girls' side is they rebounded the basketball. Then when it came time to shoot free throws, they were successful at the stripe, going 6 of 8 in the fourth quarter. They cut turnovers, only having 10 turnovers in this game as well, to go on for a 46-30 victory. On the guys' side, Southeast of Saline victorious in Lindsborg as well, 55-40, behind a career performance from Owen Bailey. The junior had 8 3-pointers, went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and ends up with a 34-point performance in his sidecar. Gannon Jacobson with 9 points, 5 points for Daniel Kerr, 5 points for Brenton Leeds, and 2 points for Omar Calzada. Southeast of Saline with the 55-41 victory on Tuesday over Smoky Valley. Now 1-1 on the season. Both of these teams looking for their second win of the year as they will go against the Beloit Trojans and Lady Trojans here at the Southeast of Saline High School Gymnasium. Crowd still filing in, and glad you could join us here for Southeast of Saline basketball as we go through Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by L&L Advisors. If you have not heard, this will be the site for one of the Class 3A substates. There are 8 substate sites each year selected in Class 3A. Southeast of Saline finally got one of those subsites, and they will host. So Doug Miniman, the AD here, and the manager of that substate will welcome in schools, mostly from the eastern part of the state. It's kind of one of those things, again, where we talk about the proximity of Southeast of Saline being in the central part of the state. And that's exactly what happened here. I think they looked at it and said, well, Southeast is kind of in the middle. We don't have anywhere to go with these schools from the east, so let's send them to Southeast of Saline. It's going to be Burlington, Council Grove, Halstead, Heston, Smoky Valley, Osage City, and Santa Fe Trail. So if you're just a little ways off of I-135 to the west, you're not going to make it. You have to be east of that line, and that's going to be Heston, Halstead, and Smoky Valley, of course, then welcoming in also Osage City, Santa Fe Trail, Burlington, and Council Grove, along with, of course, the Southeast of Saline Trojans. So that'll be exciting. Sub-state at the end of the season, of course. Southeast of Saline has potential to play all of their sub-state games here at home, but of course you have to be the higher seed to host the first round, and then all games after the first round will culminate here at Southeast of Saline Gymnasium. Sub-state dates on your calendar if you want to secure them: February 26th through March 2nd. I know on February 26th the guys will play. February 27th the girls will play. Then we'll go back and forth from there until we are down to 2 winners, one on each side, one girls and one boys team, to go to the state tournament in Hutchinson the following week. Countdown to tip-off continues on. When we come back, we'll dig more into this girls' game. It's another 3-minute timeout as we go through pregame, getting you ready for Southeast of Saline ladies basketball right here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the AmSoil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Visit Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where our service is superior and we have something for everyone on your holiday shopping list. Don't miss our holiday sale going on now. Receive 20% off store-wide on hundreds of fine pieces and surprise someone special this year. See our new line of pet jewelry imported from Italy. Choose one of our American Darling purses made right here in the USA. Shop Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. It's the little things that matter since 1884.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting Southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline High School, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith as we get ready for Southeast of Saline basketball here. Not only the home opener, but also the league opener here for the Southeast Lady Trojans. And, boy, just a big win. You never want to start a season 0-2 because it just seems like things can go downhill from there. But a big win in Lindsborg on Tuesday night, Tyler, for Southeast of Saline's ladies. Now they look to build on that, and they do it here with their home opener and also a league opener against one of their biggest rivals in the NCAA, I think, in the Beloit Trojans.
Yeah, I mean, things just clicked, against Smoky Valley. But I think sometimes if you think things are going to click on your first game of the year against a team like Heston, maybe that didn't always work out. But, yeah, everything kind of worked out against Smoky Valley. We saw Maddie Harris kind of control the game, her pace, her speed. And then we saw Lexi Jacobson just do things that we've seen Lexi do so many times that maybe she didn't do. Well, she didn't do very well at all against, Heston, with all due respect to Lexi. But we saw the Lexi that she can do. Maddie controlled the game, great defense. We continue to see these great spurts from the freshman Reagan Duran, Abigail Pearson.
Yeah.
Gosh darn, it's the first time I've done it.
That's
first
okay.
time this
That's
year.
right.
Abigail did a great job. We saw a great knockdown three from Addison Rohr to end a quarter. Brielle did some great things. Like, everybody's picking up their slack. Everybody's doing their job. And I think tonight that's what's going to have to happen. It's going to have to be a complete team effort, because this Beloit team, a lot different from the Beloit team we saw last year.
Is it unfair, or is it expected that with your three seniors, Potocnik, Harris, and Jacobson, we ask for them to be consistent, but the consistent level that we ask of them is to be consistently really, really good every night?
That's a great way of putting it. I mean, these are three all-state level players. I mean, we're asking them to consistently average in double figures, consistently give you 5, 6, 7 rebounds or assists. Depending on what who we're talking about specifically. We're talking about their defense, getting steals, helping out, communicating, doing all these things. But I think these three they're down for it. They understand that. They've been here. This is their 4th year being in this program, playing varsity level. They understand the significance of each game. They're true products of the system. I mean, Shauna Smith now being here for 9 years, I believe. We're going to have to check the stats on that. But, they've grown up with Shauna Smith being the head of high school basketball coach here. So they understand what it takes. They understand the expectations. And, I don't think these three, their expectations are the exact same. They expect that from themselves. And that's why you see, when they do have an off game, they're the first ones to admit it. And I think that's the exciting thing about these girls.
Shauna Smith in her 8th season. So it is 8, not 9.
All right, sorry.
But she's also kind of trekking towards, looking down the road a little bit, her 100th win. She comes into this game 93-61. It doesn't seem like we're at that point with her yet, but here we are talking about a potentially 100 wins here this season and already in her 8th season. We talked about the veterans now, and especially in the backcourt, you have a solid 1-2 punch with Potocnik and also Harris. You have Jacobson kind of floating around inside. Who's the next person? Because there are some glimmers of youth in this team. I know we have to start with the sophomore, Abigail Pearson, but there are some younger girls still coming along. I don't think maybe even a couple of them have even touched the varsity floor yet, maybe not until after the holidays, but Reagan Duran has won already. Offensively alone, in her first game, scored 5. In her second game, she chipped in 6. She plays solid defense. She has that quality of, for a freshman, singing almost fearless at times, and I think it really spoke great volumes of her that Coach Smith had her in the game at the end when Smoky Valley was putting on a full-court press.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, she does those things you want, right? I mean, she can handle the ball well. She plays with a lot of confidence. She's not rattled. We've seen her make mistakes and then rebound on the other side of the floor, wherever she made the mistake on the other side, kind of make up for it. But, we're seeing great play from Sutton Douglas as well, who's getting her first significant varsity minutes. She played minutes last year, and maybe in times of need rather than now, it's a go do it. And I'm still excited to see what Carly Zerfalou can do. It's a name that we've thrown around a couple times. I know that Coach Smith's talked about her a few times. Zerfalou's just one of those athletes that anytime you can put her on the floor and things are going to happen. But again, this is a lineup that's not easy to crack. To get in this lineup, you've got to do something or something's got to go wrong. But that's what makes good teams is if something happens and you get an athlete like a freshman Carly Zerfalou, she's going to find her time to shine, and that's what makes these games, especially early in the season. I mean, you just like to get your feet wet a little bit right here. Hopefully nothing happens. It'd be great. Devin wouldn't just play with your 7, player rotation. Nothing happens. No foul troubles. No injuries. But over the length of the season, the course of the season, something's going to happen, and that's why you want to keep people ready.
We will take one final timeout. We'll take a minute and then be back with all the starters for both Beloit and Southeast of Saline. That's coming up when we come back here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good.
One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor's running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Just about ready to get this one started here between Beloit and Southeast of Saline. Beloit so far this season, they're off to a 1-1 start under head coach Shauna Remus. They come in with victories over Clay Center and a loss to Concordia, I believe. Nope, beat Concordia, lost to Clay Center. Got that backwards. Concordia 44-41. They lost to Clay Center 56-43. A lot of the names we're going to throw at you, especially in the starting lineups, are very familiar for head coach Shauna Remus here for the Beloit Lady Trojans. They will start all-league selection for the last 2 years. Peyton Remus, she's a 5'5 senior and the point guard for this Beloit team. Marley File along with her, a 5'10 senior, along with Addison Butke, a 6' junior, Ashlyn Knight, a 5'6 junior, and Cassandra Thompson, a 5'10 junior. For Southeast of Saline, in their starting lineup, got to start with the 3 seniors, and we'll start with Brielle Potachik, the 5'4 senior. She scored 12 points in the opening game against Heston, also very solid against Smoky Valley, as Tyler said on Tuesday night this week. Also, Maddie Harris in the backcourt. She's a 5'6 senior, also scored 12 points against Heston in the opening game. Lexi Jacobson rounds out the trio of seniors, 5'7 senior, 16 points, 14 rebounds in a great performance in Lindsborg on Tuesday night. Abigail Pearson also in the starting lineup. She was really good against Smoky Valley as well, scored 8 points for the sophomore. And rounding out the starting lineup is 5'7 junior Addison Rohr. Addison scored 3 points on Tuesday night against Smoky Valley for her high water mark of the season thus far. Shauna Smith is assisted by Steve Reedy and Julie Lund. 93 wins, 61 losses here at Southeast of Saline. And a big night. Not only is it the home opener and a big league game here for Southeast of Saline, Tyler, but during halftime of the boys' game, they're going to unveil the banner for the cross-country state championship. So Wade Castleman gets to hang more fabric from the rafters here. Also, we're going to take a break. Step away. When we come back, we'll have basketball for you here from Southeast of Saline on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here in the Purple Palace, about ready for basketball. The starting lineup's being introduced right now to the crowd still filing in here by public address announcer Mike Garrettson. And a chance for us to lean on Tyler Smith for our new Image Audio. Keys to success tonight for the Lady Trojans.
Devin, I think tonight it's all about just controlling the pace. You know, for years and years it seems like this has been a team that we just want to go. But I think we saw a lot of success against Smoky Valley. You go when you can go. But understand we need to pull it back. Beloit is huge. This is a really big team. There's got to be times that you got to know the matchups. You got to know when you can run, times you need to pull it out, play to your strengths. And this is fun. This is NCAA League basketball with two of the top teams in the state. They're not ranked now, but I guarantee you at the end of the year, these two teams are going to have a lot to say when it comes down to state tournament berths.
I think there's two teams in this league that when you get on the floor with them, you got to be ready to be in a dogfight, and that's Beloit and Minneapolis. But they're different kinds of dogfights, right? With Minneapolis, it is a full court pressure. It is sideline to sideline, baseline to baseline. We have to take care of the ball first and foremost type of dogfight. With Beloit, it is a rebounding and it's a limiting second chance points type of dogfight.
100%. And that's one thing that Southeast Saline did really good last year on their home court. February 6th, I believe, is the last time. A lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of second chances. It's turning Beloit over. It's giving yourself more opportunities. It sounds very simple when you talk about it. It's offensive rebounds, gives you second chances. It's creating turnovers, eliminating second chances, and that's what it comes down to tonight.
If you remember, this game 1 year ago was in Beloit. They're just now, from what I understand, getting the roof repaired from Southeast, ripping the rafters out of that place with their three-point shooting in that game. Brielle Potacek in particular, but the whole team just made it rain from three-point range in that game 1 year ago. That propelled Southeast of Saline to a huge victory, 59-29 in that game in Beloit 1 year ago. I don't expect that tonight, but we'll see what happens. Beloit in their black jerseys trimmed in orange. Southeast of Saline in their home whites for the first time this year, trimmed in purple. And Beloit will win the tip as they started out. Peyton Remus comes across the center timeline. She's going to unload it to the left-hand side. Addison Budke with her first touch in three-point territory. And pressure defense from Lexi Jacobson forces the first turnover of the game, and it's against Beloit.
And we see immediately Southeast come out in that man-to-man defense that they're so good at. We've seen them drop into a zone against Smoky Valley. So also looking to see that kind of Shauna Smith throwing different defenses at different times, just making the looks a little bit more difficult for Beloit.
Potacek has it on the right wing. She bounces it in high post to Jacobson. Jacobson gives it right back. Lexi now, ball fake, drive. She goes to the rim, and she is going to be blocked from behind, and a foul will be called from behind. They're going to get Addison Budke reaching back from behind there. Jacobson blew by Budke on the original move, and then Budke in recovery efforts tried to get that ball, and it's going to be free throws coming up for Lexi Jacobson.
And Budke, after a huge freshman year where she was all league, decided not to play last year, focus on volleyball, came back out this year, and Lexi's going right to her, attacking her. Budke, great athlete, tall girl, 6 foot tall. Knows she can jump through the roof, but right there just got caught on the back foot. Lexi did a great job converting both free throws.
A couple of the smoothest free throws you're going to see. Lexi Jacobson put Southeast of Saline up 2-0. Beloit now with the basketball. They'll swing it off to the left-hand side. Working through their offense here against a Southeast of Saline man-to-man defense. Ashlyn Knight had a momentarily. Now they'll go to Cassandra Thompson. One dribble, nowhere to go there for Thompson. She plays it back to the left-hand side, now gets it back, low block. Looked like she traveled with the basketball. She shuffled her feet. She turned, and help side defense was there on time for Southeast. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be awarded to Beloit. Remus will inbound it.
Yeah, it looked like right there that Thompson just got the ball kind of awkwardly, shuffled her feet, not a call, but the help side defense was there, so there was no easy layup. Basketball stayed with Beloit, but really good help side defense.
They get it into Marley File here from underneath the basket. Now go to Remus, back to Budke, 5 feet beyond the three-point line. Swinging it back to the right-hand side. Ashley Knight has it in front of the Southeast bench. Lob pass into Budke. She powers up and scores. Addison Budke inside. Really in between a double team that time. The 6-foot junior was able to score off the window.
Yeah, she did a great job catching that ball high and keeping it high. Great finish from Budke.
Addison Rohr has it up top. She'll swing it to the right-hand side to Pearson. Abba Pearson all the way to the cup. Can't get it to go. Tried to save her own rebound that was batted around a couple of times. Stepped out of bounds on the baseline, and the official is going to award it to Beloit.
And on that possession right there, it looked like Budke was guarding Addison Rohr. It's going to be interested to see who Budke guards. She's really good down low. If she's going to be on Lexi's got the quickness. On Addison, somebody that's going to play a little bit differently offensively.
Thompson drives it inside. The leaner off the window won't go. Potocic's down the floor. Harris is going to feed her. Here's Brielle inside. Jacobson all the way to the cup. Might have had her shot partially blocked. Rebound being fought for. Jacobson has it. Out to Harris. Top of the circle. 3. Short. No good. Jacobson with another rebound. Lexi all over the floor here early on, chasing rebounds, keeping the possession alive for Southeast. Here's Lexi inside, gets into double team, pitches out to Harris. Maddie the same, all the way across the lane. Her high shot off the window is no good. Boy, a good possession there for Southeast, but they come up empty.
Yeah, and loving that aggression from Maddie. Both shots, great shots. Misses the 3 from the top of the key. I like seeing her drive on that second shot. Misses the layup, but that's perfectly fine. There's a shot you want to see Maddie Harris taking.
Beloit has it. We are still in the first couple of minutes of this game. 2-2 is our score. Remus with it, standing on the S from the SES logo near the half-court stripe. Now to the right-hand side, Marley File. File had to go off her left foot and out of bounds. It's going to belong to Southeast of Saline. Beloit on their second turnover of the game will give it back to Southeast here.
And really good defense from Lexi. 25, 30 feet away from the bucket, still trying to grab that basketball, tying it up. Really good job from Lexi to get the ball for Southeast Saline.
Harris comes across the timeline. Beloit ready to guard here. They talk through a couple of early movements in Southeast of Saline's offense. Rohr had it. Now she'll give it to Brielle Potocic. High arcing shot, oversails the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds here for Brielle Potocic and back over to Beloit. Still 2-2, almost 3 minutes into this game.
We've seen Brielle start like that. It's all right. Brielle can hone it in pretty quickly. Poorly missed shot right there, but she's going to continue to fire.
Here's Brielle Potocic picking up a slow roller off the floor. That's another turnover for Beloit. She'll go to Harris, right-hand side, now get her right back. Potocic now in the keyhole. Jacobson, ball fake, out to Pearson for 3. Left wing, good. Abba Pearson off the feed from Lexi Jacobson rings the bell. And the first field goal of the night for Southeast is an Abba 3.
And that's something we saw against Smoky Valleys. We saw Abba play more inside. Now we saw her on the perimeter. She can do both, and that's going to be really tough for Beloit to deal with the inside and the outside game of Abba Pearson.
She had a tough shooting night in the opener against Heston's. I'm glad she found her stroke a little bit against Smoky Valley here early on in this game. Another shot up by Beloit, another rebound for Lexi Jacobson. That's number 4 in the early going. Southeast, though, running it to the other end in transition, will turn it over. That's their first one of the night.
And that's a turnover. Obviously, any coach hates to see turnovers. You hate to see turnovers in the column. But that's one, I mean, every once in a while, you're going to risk that. It looked like Addison Rohr had a step, just Maddie barely missed her. Sometimes when you play with a lot of risk, you're not going to have the reward every once in a while. There's going to be a problem. Turnover from Southeast Saline, but I think that's the one that Shauna Smith will be okay with.
Potocic and Rohr come out. Reagan Duran, the freshman, Sutton Douglas, the sophomore, check in, and right on cue, Douglas comes up with another steal. 4 turnovers for Beloit here in the first 4 minutes. Here's Jacobson. Beautiful feed from Harris. Lexi left it high off the window and no good. Douglas fighting for the rebound on the backside, unable to get it, and it's Beloit coming back with it. 5-2 is our lead. Southeast of Saline leads it by a Pearson tray. Here's Remus driving into the middle of the paint. Got the layup to go. Over the front of the rim, it rattled around, popped up just a tad, but then went on through, and she's also fouled. Peyton Remus will go to the free throw line and a chance to even this game.
And we talk about this all the time. It's a coach's kid, right? She saw that she had a step. She knew there was a lot of traffic in the lane, goes up, draws the contact. What a fantastic finish from the all-league selection, Peyton Remus.
Mr. Free Throw, though, the score remains in favor of Southeast of Saline by a single digit. Brecken Boudreau has come into the game here for Beloit. Also, Olivia Wright into the game. Substitution patterns begin early and often here for these two coaches. Here's a nice lead. Jacobson to Douglas. She had a partially blocked. Now finds Pearson on the outside. Abba for 3. That's no good. Douglas with another rebound as her and Jacobson work inside. And Lexi is fouled on the left-hand side of the window. She'll go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, I love that inside-outside game, and Abba's still feeling it from that first 3. Another nice shot. Good touch. Great job from Lexi, skying up, getting the rebound, getting rewarded with 2 free throws.
Jacobson's free throw is up and good. The foul on Ashley Knight is her first. It's the second team foul in the quarter for Southeast of Saline. Got them both. Lexi Jacobson early on, 4 points, all of them from the free throw line. She has put Southeast of Saline back up by 3 with 3:10 left to go here in the first quarter. 7-4 is our score. Beloit back now offensively. Budke has it top of the circle. Little ball fake. Now she'll feed it down low. And an early foul here on Reagan Duran. The nice pass from Budke that time to Ashlyn Knight, who was standing down low. Excuse me, that was actually Olivia Wright.
Yeah, great motion from Beloit right there. It looked like Reagan just kind of got caught behind, got called at the foul, but nice motion from the Trojans of Beloit.
I got you.
Gosh.
Potocnik, Rohr back into the game. Harris and Jacobson will take their first break. Here's Budke powering up and over Addison Rohr. Addison Budke has both field goals that she has attempted on the inside. It's 7-6, southeast of Saline. Potocnik leaves it off left-hand side for Reagan Duran. She's bumped, lost the basketball, and they're going to say it's a double dribble. Second turnover of the quarter for southeast of Saline. Already one game in the books. The Sacred Heart ladies played early. As we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, they lost to Rossville this afternoon, 60-45. That Rossville team is a machine.
They are. They've put up a couple points this year, haven't they?
They scored over 100 in their first game of the season, or second game of the season, excuse me. Yeah, they are. We watched them at state softball last year, right, when Southeast was there, and you saw a team win the state tournament in softball that was loaded with juniors. All those juniors translate to the basketball floor, and they're seniors now. 7-6 the score here. Southeast of Saline leading Beloit. Budke wide open from the right elbow. 15-foot jump shot, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and it's going to be a foul on Boudreau. Brecken Boudreau will go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws here as Southeast of Saline has taken on their second team foul.
Yeah, we saw Boudreau on this court last year as a freshman, played really well. Budke with that 15-footer, that's a shot that Southeast will happily give her as Boudreau hits the first one. But you can't give Beloit a second chance opportunity, especially when Budke's shooting from 15 feet and she's not the one getting the offensive rebound. You've really got to do a better job if you're in the white. Grab that defensive rebound, get yourself an offensive opportunity.
Sutton Douglas has 2 fouls for Southeast of Saline as Boudreau makes both of the free throws. Reagan Duran has the other one, so 3 team fouls on Southeast of Saline, and Beloit leads it 8-7. First lead of the game here for the visiting Trojans from Beloit. Maddie Harris trying to change out. Her three-pointer, though, crawls out of the cylinder, and Beloit's going to have the rebound. 2 minutes left to play in the first period. Left-hand side with the basketball on the left wing. Beloit working it around the perimeter, and occasionally they'll get it inside when they have the chance. Looking now, nothing there. Popping out, though, is Olivia Wright. She'll take it, then distribute it back to the left. Now to Marley File. She'll go back inside. It goes off a Southeast foot, but diving on the court is Addison Rohr. She's going to save possession for Southeast of Saline. She'll find Jacobson. Jacobson gets it to Harris. 90 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Maddie Harris goes to work up top, sweeps a crossover left to right, comes back to the right-hand side to Abba Pearson. Pearson guarded closely, goes in proximity that's really close over there to Potocnik. Now back to Addison Rohr. This Beloit team really getting aggressive defensively.
Yeah, definitely hands everywhere. There's not an easy pass. There's nobody with an easy dribble. You can't exhale offensively. You got to continue to attack.
Potocnik, beautiful feed down low to Jacobson, and she's going to score and get fouled. First field goal of the day for Jacobson, and she's going to get a free throw chance to tack onto it. And how about the assist from Brielle?
Yeah, and as soon as we talk about how aggressive that Beloit defense is, Brielle does a great job beating the perimeter defender, finds Lexi, who misses the free throw, finds Lexi. Great offensive rebound from Maddie Rohr.
Addison Rohr keeps it here after the miss from Jacobson. That's the first miss at the free throw line for Lexi. She's 4 of 5 in this game, 9-8. Inside a minute left to go, first quarter. Pearson inside. She'll feed it to Harris. Little short corner jump shot is up and good. Maddie Harris, the teardrop from the right-hand side over the front of the rim. And now all of a sudden a 3-point lead for Southeast.
And that might be the shot that gets Maddie Harris going. We've seen her miss a couple close, great touch. She missed a couple threes. That might be the shot that gets Maddie Harris rolling.
And real good defense there by Lexi Jacobson as she's able to shut off a driver, Cassandra Thompson, for Beloit. And Thompson traveled with the basketball. 5 turnovers for Beloit here in this first quarter. And Southeast of Saline leads it by 3, and they have a chance to take the last shot of the period, leading by 3, 11-8.
And you would assume that's what's going to come right here with 30 seconds left. You'd assume they're going to kill some clock, try to get a shot up with maybe 5 or 6 seconds left. Give your chance an opportunity for an offensive rebound and a putback, but we'll see what they do right here. And it looks like they're doing exactly what we discussed. They're going to try to kill some clock.
Patochik holding it in front of the scores table. Now a handoff to Harris. Clock down to 12. Harris with the crossover, trying to get by her defender. She waves Brielle Patochik off the left-hand side. Now Patochik, top of the circle, swings it to Durand. Right-hand side, Durand trying to get it to Jacobson. It's going to be deflected and taken away, and that will be the end of the quarter. So a turnover to end the quarter for Southeast of Saline, but still, SCS finishes the quarter on a 4-0 run. They lead it at the end of one, 11-8. You're listening on KINA and watching live stream video of Lady Trojan basketball on SalinaPost.com. Thanks to Salina Ortho.
For a limited time, take advantage of savings on new Case IH specialty utility and all-purpose tractors with 2.5% interest for 84 months or cash back. With easy operation, Case IH tractors deliver the flexibility and durability your operation demands. Hurry in. Offer ends December 31st, 2023. Stop by Can Equip in Salina and set yourself up for greater productivity with a great deal on a Case IH tractor that works as hard as you do.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline High School, the host team, the Trojans, leading over Beloit's Trojans 11-8. Southeast of Saline will start out with the basketball. 6 points, 4 rebounds in the first period from Lexi Jacobson, leading the way for Southeast. Addison Butke has 4 points, leading Beloit. 11-8 is our score. Hard bounce pass inside. Patochik to Jacobson. Now they go back right-hand side to Harris as the three seniors form a triangle. Now Jacobson, long pass left-hand side to Brielle. Back over the top here to Harris. Now back to Patochik. Patochik's going to drive into the paint. A little help side defense, though, from Beloit. Baited Brielle into a traveling violation. That's the 4th turnover for Southeast.
Yeah, really good on-ball defense from Peyton Remus right there. Forces Brielle into the travel. Just slow down a little bit. Like you said, that help side defense kind of shot out at the very end. It kind of put Brielle in a not to know what to do situation, a little bit confused. Ball goes to Beloit.
Double team down low, opens up Remus on the outside for a 3. She misses it. Jacobson with a rebound. Here comes Southeast of Saline back the other way. Harris behind the back, deals to the right-hand side, Patochik. Patochik looking inside at Jacobson. Lexi was on her way traveling somewhere else, and she did not see that basketball. It's back-to-back turnovers for Southeast of Saline. 1 minute into the second quarter. 11-8 our score. Both teams looking for their first points of the second period. Remus passes left-hand side. Marley File. She's looking for a little backdoor cut here. They force it inside to Butke, and she is able to go up and in. Addison Butke really caught that ball in a bad spot, Tyler, but she was able to find enough of the board to go up and in. Now here's Jacobson. Speaking of a bad spot, had her body almost 180 from the basketball goal and could not get that one to go down.
Yeah, and it looks like now Southeast dropped in that 1-2-2 zone that we saw against Smoky Valley, a little something different. You know, I think we're going to have to grow accustomed to seeing them play more zone defense this year as we see Abigail Pearson with a foul on the perimeter.
Little bump here on Abba Pearson. It's the first foul of the second quarter, her first personal foul. Beloit will have it here. They'll inbound it back onto the court of play from the Southeast of Saline bench area. Marley File, the senior. They throw one over the head of Cassandra Thompson. It's taken away by Southeast. Here come the Lady Trojans down the floor. Maddie Harris just switched hands from a left-handed dribble off the crossover back to her right hand, and she flips it up over the rim and in.
When Maddie gets that full head of steam, it's it's like a running back just seeing an open lane. Great job from Harris. Great finish.
13-10. Back to a 3-point lead. Beloit trying to feed it down low. Steal Jacobson. Here comes Lexi. 2-on-3 break. She has Patochik to her right-hand side. Doesn't matter. Lexi takes it all the way to the cup on the left angle. Can't get that to go. It ends up with Brielle for a 3. Knocks it down good. Big shot, Brielle on the carom out off the offensive rebound. Sometimes you get your best looks doing that, and she was ready to pull the trigger. A 3-pointer and a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. 16-10. Southeast out to their biggest lead of the night thus far on KINA.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuild. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
5:26 left to go here, second quarter. Devin and Tyler back here southeast of Saline High School. A big three-pointer from Burrell Potacek has given southeast of Saline a 6-point lead. Southeast owning the quarter here so far by a 5-2 margin. Beloit trying to get it into Budke. They do, and boy, I don't know why you wouldn't try to do that every single time down the floor.
Yeah, and you're starting to see what Beloit missed last year. I mean, we saw that Beloit had a very down year without Budke. It's understandable why they did.
Addison Budke with 8 of the Beloit 12 points. And here's Abba Pearson as she is growing up right before our eyes. She takes it all the way to the lane and finishes with the left hand. 5 points early on for Pearson. Back to a 6-point lead southeast of Saline. Back inside, Budke, a little shadow double team that time. A three-pointer off the backboard, no good. Beloit gets their own rebound, and now a foul will be called on Pearson, trying to fight for that rebound. She got her arm cut in a bad spot, and it's going to be a foul, her second.
Yeah, and Abigail had really good position there. Just the ball caromed awkwardly, and all of a sudden, I mean, the foul call was correct. Abigail just got caught in a bad spot, exactly like you said, but good position. Tough foul against Abba.
So Abba has 2, Sutton Douglas has 2. Douglas just came into the game, and a free throw jumper up and in for Addison Budke. She already has 6 in this quarter, 10 for the game. 18-14. Southeast goes back to work on offense. Potacek, a 12-foot leaner. That one rolled off the rim, nearly went in, but another offensive rebound by Addison Rohrer. Harris gets caught in traffic. She'll muscle it out, though, to Jacobson in three-point land. Now Potacek has it in the middle of the floor. Back to Harris for a reset. Halfway through the second period. 18-14, southeast of Saline, leading it here by 4. Beloit has led once in this game. They had a brief lead of 8-7 halfway through the first period. Harris now stuck without a dribble. Potacek will come get her. You watch these two operate, and it's really an awesome problem to have. You don't know really who the point guard is.
Without a doubt, and there's no panic. I mean, we've seen them pick up the ball in bad spots, and they just know the other one's going to come help them out.
Harris has it right now. Little shadow defense walking with her. She goes around the perimeter from left to right. Now that defense knocking the ball away and taking it. Harris trying to get it back, but Budke there to save it. Turnover number 6 for southeast of Saline. Beloit has it now, trailing by 4. 3:19 left to go, second quarter. They're working it around the perimeter. 2 post players working the block and also now the top of the key as Boudreau pops out to get it. Budke now heels on the three-point line on the right-hand side. Lobs it in to Boudreau. Her shot is up, no good. Jacobson a rebound. Here comes Southeast, and they're going to tap the brakes a little bit and let everything form in front of Maddie Harris. Then she'll go to work to the right-hand side. Potacek into Jacobson. Off the window. That won't go. And another rebound inside by Beloit. Trojans of Beloit, go ahead.
Seeing a lot of tired bodies right now. I mean, neither team is extremely deep. I mean, they're both very upperclassmen heavy as we see a ball go out of bounds, staying with Beloit. But you're seeing tired bodies, and both coaches are coaching to that. You know, they're slowing the ball down. These are teams that we usually see get up and down the court as fast as they can, but slowing the game down, slowing the pace, playing to their strengths.
A couple of youngsters will come in and maybe inject some energy. Dakota Gray, a sophomore for Beloit. Reagan Duran, a freshman for southeast of Saline. Here's the lob, trying to go to Dakota Gray. That one's going to be slapped out of bounds by Southeast and stay here with the Beloit Lady Trojans on their offensive end. 2:29 left to go, and a timeout taken here by Beloit It will be a full timeout. We'll step aside. 2:29 left to go here in the second quarter. 18-14. Southeast leads it by 4 here on KINA.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Saline Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Salina Post and KINA, your home for all things Trojan. The Southeast of Saline Trojan sports stream live on the Salina Post, and you can always listen at 910 AM, 107.5 FM, or at 910KINA.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Out of the Beloit timeout, 18-14 is our score. Beloit with the basketball on their own baseline. Lexi Jacobson will slap it out of bounds to her own bench. Beloit will have to try it again.
Devin, if you ever just want to talk about defense or see how a clinic can be ran, just watch how Southeast of Saline defends every inbounds. I mean, it's switches, it's people fighting through. Nothing's easy. They're not going to give any free buckets away from underneath their hoop.
You know, you say all of that, but probably the biggest thing I see, Tyler, is just communication.
Yeah, without a doubt.
There's so much talking going on. Beloit does get it in this time. Remus will float to the left-hand side with the basketball. Now she'll get it back. She'll drive into the lane. Little bit of contact there as she shot. They're going to get Jacobson for a foul on that one. For Lexi, that is her first foul.
And that says a lot about how Lexi plays and, you know, where she's positioned on the floor to only pick up her first foul right there. I mean, she's fighting down low for every single rebound. She's getting the ball a lot. She's guarding big bodies. I mean, we see her standing next to Addison Budke right now, and there's at least 6 or 7 inches between the two, but only her first foul of the night.
18-15, Remus makes the first free throw. Second free throw on the way, splashes through as well. 4 points now for Peyton Remus. 2-point lead here as Southeast of Saline has their lead shaved, and here's Reagan Duran on a quick baseline move. She swung that right leg through and took baseline all the way to the rim and then was fouled. She'll step to the free throw line.
And, Devin, that's exactly what you said. You know, you get these younger kids in, get some energy involved, get some fresh legs, and Duran's got the freshest legs there as, you know, state cross-country champion, as we discussed quite a bit as she misses the first, but just get somebody in there that's ready to get up and down the floor.
Duran did miss the first, too strong. She'll get a second crack at it here with 2:07 left to go in the second quarter. Stick with us at halftime. We'll visit with Bryson Flax, see what his mind is saying going into tonight's game against the Beloit Trojans and coming off that win against Smoky Valley. Duran gets the second free throw and puts Southeast of Saline back up by 3. 2 minutes left to play, second quarter, 19-16. Lady Trojans from Southeast. It's the home opener here for Southeast of Saline, first league game for both these schools. Here's a steal now. Lexi Jacobson out in the open floor, coasting in. Layup off the window is good. Jacobson gets her first basket of the second quarter. She has 8.
And there's that spurt that you need. You got Budke playing the perimeter right there. You have Jacobson on her. Jacobson wins that ball. There's no way anybody can run with her. But again, we've talked about this. Don't know why Budke's not just pounding the ball, staying on the low post, staying on there. Every time she comes up, it's a win for Southeast.
Lexi doing a real good job defensively, and it looked like Beloit just dribbled off their foot. It looked like Brecken Boudreau lost this basketball, and they're going to call a foul?
Yeah, it looks like Duran's going to get called with the body. Unfortunate call against Duran. Looked like good defense. Nevertheless, the ball stays with Beloit.
4th team foul this quarter on Southeast, which is also of note with 1:25 left to go. There's a shot put up on the right-hand side. That's no good. Budke comes crashing in. That's Boudreau. Came crashing in to get the rebound, and now she is fouled. And 2 free throws coming up. Thompson missed it on the right-hand side of the basket, and then Boudreau came in and got it for a second chance. The foul goes on Harris, her first. Free throw is up and good for Boudreau. Now she is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. That's where all 3 of her points have come from. Second free throw off the heel, no good. Budke, though, with the rebound. She's tied up with Jacobson. Jacobson nearly almost surrendered that up, momentarily concerned about the foul and not having enough possession, but then Beloit throws it away.
Yeah, it looks like Lexi was kind of grabbing around Budke. He pulled that right hand away immediately. Fortunate not to get called for the foul.
Lead remains 4 after Southeast takes all that absorption. Here's Harris all the way to the basket. Left her layup a little short, caught between the rim and the backboard, and it's going to be out of bounds off Southeast. Back to the Beloit Trojans. 63 seconds left to go here in the half. Remus crosses the timeline as we go under a minute. Over to the right-hand side, it's Thompson. Now to Boudreau. She's going to get to the elbow, right-hand side. A jumper now on the opposite side is up and in. A jump shot in by Marley File, her first basket of the night. 21-19. Southeast of Saline's lead. Shaved back down to 2. Jacobson with it. Dribbling into the keyhole. Now to Potacek. Boy, Brielle had that look like she was going to pull the trigger on that one, but she's going to save it. Maybe playing for the last shot here is Southeast of Saline with 30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Jacobson has it. Now she'll play it back out. Harris through the defense. They'll go. Reagan Durant. Durant back to Potacek. Brielle wants the 3. Too strong, no good. Rebound by Harris inside. Maddie's put back won't go down. And it's taken away by Thompson, and a silly foul. Just got caught in transition there, did Lexi Jacobson, and she commits number 2.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Lexi just super aggressive trying to get the offensive rebound. And she was just trying to get away from the basketball. She knew Beloit had the rebound. Gets called for the foul. Good call from the officials. Beloit's going to the free throw line for 2.
Thompson will shoot the 2 free throws here with 12.5 seconds left to play in the second period. First free throw is on its way, and it rattles home. Thompson's first point of the day. She becomes the 5th Beloit player to score here in this quarter. Second free throw and a chance to tie. Too strong. High rebound off the back corner of the backboard. And it's going to be put back up and in by Boudreau. Brecken Boudreau has given a 1-point lead to Beloit. 3 seconds left to play. Potacek for a long 3. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Jacobson had a chance at it, but it's too late. And Beloit will steal the lead away going into the locker room at halftime. 22-21, our score. Beloit leading Southeast of Saline. When we come back, numbers from the first half will also get you caught up on scores going on around the area and a conversation with Bryson Flax. It's all coming up on the Halftime Report, brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan basketball, they trail Beloit by 1 here at the half on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Hi everyone, it's Winnell Garrettson from SalineHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country, one call to me and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report, it is Beloit pulling ahead of Southeast of Saline right before the break, 22-21. As we look ahead to the second game of our doubleheader, Southeast of Saline's guys will take the floor in their home and league opener against the Beloit Trojans. Joining us now, head coach Bryson Flax. And let's first look back, Bryson, to your game on Tuesday against Smoky Valley. No team wants to start out 0-2. I know that's just kind of a statement, and you really don't want to dig yourself in that hole to start the season. So you're able to get a win on the road against Smoky Valley on Tuesday. What did you see in this game when you look back at it?
You know, we saw some improvements defensively with our rotations. I think that was the biggest thing. Oftentimes we're still a little stagnant offensively, and when we're not moving, the defense isn't moving, and so they're in good positions. So, but all in all, road wins are hard to come by, every year. So it was good to go in there and be able to compete and give ourselves a chance and go on those little runs that we did towards the second half.
I always like this time of year, especially kind of with a brand new team, if you will, because you're stacking blocks, right? And sooner or later, you start to see an identity start to come through a little bit on your team. And so far, do you think it's maybe the defensive end where this team can shine? I know you were happy with the way they played defensively against Heston. You only give up 41 points against Smoky Valley.
Yeah, we haven't practiced very well defensively, especially. So they've kind of exceeded my early season expectations of where we should be, but we're still trying to figure out who we are, I think, and what guys can play well together. And we just want to put ourselves in good situations, and it's going to be a process till, a couple games after Christmas. We may still not know exactly, what form we need to be in, but I know we're not there yet, but we continue to work to get there. And like I said, new team, it'll take some time, but again, I'm happy with our improvement so far.
How'd you feel offensively? Obviously, it was a big night for Owen Bailey. He put up 34. I think first and foremost, if you ever have anybody go over 30, you hope you win that game. But how'd you feel about the rest of the cast?
Yeah, it was nice to see Owen hit some shots, definitely.
Yeah.
He hit some tough ones, and then, they lost him a few times to – I'm not sure how, but they end up losing him, and he makes them pay for it a couple times. But it was nice to see Gannon Jacobson hit a couple shots. I think that Danny will get there. He's just kind of we're running so much through him and asking him to do so much defensively right now that he's got to make that adjustment, and I think he will. We didn't score a lot outside of Owen, and so we've got to be a little more balanced. But with that being said, if Owen's going to shoot, 8 of 17 from 3, by all means, let him fire them.
Yeah, absolutely. You have your home opener here tonight now with a 1-1 record. You come in, you play a Beloit team who's off to a great start. They hammered Concordia their first night out. They beat a tough Clay Center team who was ranked in Class 3A on the road. Also, this is a Beloit team that looks like they can put up some points. They went plus 80 again in the first game against Concordia. What do you see when you look at these Trojans? Is it kind of the same old story with them?
Yeah, it really is. They work everything through Beisner, and they do a really, really nice job getting him, easy opportunities. They put you in difficult spots defensively where you got to, pick and choose. Are you going to, guard Gershner at the three-point line or double Beisner down low? And, but in Gershner also, once he gets going, he can really shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
They're good, but they're just so big. It's just a lot of mismatches on the floor at any given time.
When you look at maybe a glass half full type of mentality, the size is also, it's always a challenge, it's always an issue. But the way Clay Center is built this year, they hardly have a guy above 6 foot, maybe 6'1", and they were able to give those big guys some problems, just a tick slow maybe rotating, a tick slow out to the shooters. Did you see something in that film that you can take advantage of?
Yeah, Clay Center's a little different than us because they went 5 out almost the entire game, even against the zone,
okay.
and they did hit a lot of threes, especially early, but thing about Beloit is, they've been kind of, their identity's been a 2-3 zone team, maybe play a little 2-2-1 back to 2-3, but historically Eilert's played a little box and 1, a little triangle and 2, and so we worked at that this week. Anytime a kid goes for 30, probably the next game there's going to be some added attention to him, so we want to be, prepared. But, it'll be business as usual for us. We just hope to get opportunities to get good shots and be able to knock them down.
Another game, another state-ranked opponent, Bryson Flax here in your home opener. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Southeast Trojans coming up here in just a bit on KINA. Halftime of the girls' contest, 22-21. It is a 1-point lead for Beloit here at the break. Back with stats from the first half and third quarter action after a 2-minute timeout here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina has been named Dealer Rater in 2023 for Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. What's that mean? It means when you buy a vehicle at Home Automotive, you will receive the absolute best in service now for the 11th consecutive year in Abilene and the first for the new Salina location. Home Automotive just keeps exceeding your expectations because you are the number one priority, and that is just one reason why. When you shop at Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina, you're going to be glad you did.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on T-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to Full Service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
Does your free checking put more cash in your account? Does it give you free range access to ATMs nationwide? If not, tap into superpowered free Kasasa cashback checking at the Bank of Tesket. Visit bankoftesket.com to learn more. Member FDIC. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tesket.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at southeast of Saline, just about ready for third quarter action. Beloit leading 22-21 over Southeast. Let's go over scoring for the first half. For the Beloit Trojans, leading all scores, it's Addison Budke with 10. 5 points for Brecken Boudreau, 4 points for Peyton Remus, 2 points for Marley File, and a single free throw for Cassandra Thompson. Southeast of Saline being led by Lexi Jacobson with 8, 5 for Abigail Pearson, 4 for Maddie Harris, 3 for Brielle Potachik, and a free throw for Reagan Duran. Southeast of Saline right now 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Beloit is 6 out of 9 from the free throw line. Southeast with 6 turnovers. Beloit with 7 turnovers. Beloit really cleaned it up there in that second quarter. They had 2 of their 7 turnovers in that second quarter. Tyler, what do you think here in the third quarter? What's Southeast of Saline need to do?
You're just going to steady the ship, right? Like everything's going, it's going okay. I mean, you've given up 10 to Budke, so that's something, I mean, you've got to talk about at halftime. You got to figure out a way to slow her down. But I think offensively, you're getting the looks that you want. They're just not, they're not all falling, right? Not hitting a lot of outside shots. Only probably 2 for 7 from three-point land. You just keep stroking those. You keep going those. I love the confidence the guards are playing with. They're attacking the bucket. Same thing with Jacobson down low. Just keep doing what you're good at. Keep doing what you can do, and we'll see what happens.
Beloit starts out with the basketball. It's a poke by Pearson and a steal by Jacobson, but then Jacobson, looking for somebody to get it to, traveled with the basketball, and will give it right back. On the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, the Sacred Heart girls lost earlier today to Rossville 60-45. The Sacred Heart boys, though, won against Rossville 65-49. They were in action in the Irish Classic Tournament earlier this afternoon with matinee games. They will return back, will Sacred Heart, to play Bishop Ward tomorrow afternoon, with girls starting at 2 o'clock and the guys to follow. 22-21, Beloit leading Southeast of Saline here. Thompson inside off the little give and go. She's going to rise up and score, and Beloit has their biggest lead of the game. They continue the run that they assembled at the end of the second quarter. Potachik's going to throw the ball off the foot of Budke, and it will be whistled and awarded to Southeast of Saline, hit underneath their own basket. Just underway here, third quarter. Harris lobs it up top to Jacobson. Now to Rohr. Harris for 3. The screen was set, and the shot flashes home. Maddie Harris with 3.
And there's that continued aggression you want to see, right? We've seen Maddie miss a couple in the first half, but continue with that aggression, continue with that confidence. Great bucket from Harris.
Beloit now traveling with the basketball. They're going to give it right back. So a chance for Southeast to get something going here, as the Harris 3 was a big one and erased that deficit that Southeast of Saline had built for themselves. Down 3 points, now even 24 all. Harris with it up top. She's going to blow through 2 defenders. Now plays it out to Brielle Potacek. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson weaves her way into the paint. Now to Rohr. Those 4 playing catch. Now they'll find Pearson left-hand side. Abba wants the baseline. Gets around 1 defender. Up off the window and good, and she's smacked on the arm. And an and-one opportunity coming up for Abigail Pearson. This is an aspect of Abba's game that she was reluctant to do last year as a freshman. We see her now getting to the rim, sometimes at will.
Yeah, it's that added layer, and it's that the change of pace. You want to say the hesitation step, but Addison's so good about Abigail's so good about just all of a sudden spurting and going. Great job as she misses that second free throw, but again, got to see more and more of that from Abba. Great job.
Free throw missed. Even more impressive if she scored that on Budke. Here's a little give and go again. This is the second time Beloit's hit that play to Cassandra Thompson. To start the half, it was on the right side. Now it's on the left side. It's just a little simple give and go. There's Potacek now trying baseline. She's shut off on a double team. Gets it to Harris. Now back to Potacek. Step back 3. Good. Brielle Potacek has 2 3-pointers in this game.
And Devin, as I've seen Coach Smith and Coach Reedy work more and more at camps and work with them, they talk about how you catch the basketball and how it's with the seams, with the lace. You see good defense from Southeast State at the Beloit. But I'm starting to see it when you see when you see Brielle and when you see Maddie catch the ball with the seams ready to go. They're going to lock and load, and that's the last 2 shots. They've caught it perfectly. We've seen release, rotation, splash. Great job from the 2 seniors.
Addison Rohr checks out. Sutton Douglas in for her. Here's a pass forced into Budke, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Southeast of Saline. A couple more scores for you with a brief check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Concordia girls leading Smoky Valley at the half by 4. Salina South leading Salina Central at the half in girls by 1. 22-21 South. Here it's 29-26. Southeast of Saline playing defense. Sutton Douglas with a steal. She even had her right arm all tied up there. She gets out and gets free. Layup won't go. Potacek comes crashing in. She can't save the rebound, and Beloit is going to take it away.
Yeah, great job from Sutton right there. Natural left-hander, was really struggling. The post player, dribbling with the right hand, getting there. Good job getting a shot off. Looks like right there Remus attacks the bucket. Harris is called for a foul.
Maddie Harris will collect her foul. This will be personal foul number 2 for Maddie Harris. And as Southeast of Saline usually does, 5 different players have fouls, all of them with 2. They're spreading it out. First free throw by Beloit is up and good for Peyton Remus. She is now 3 of 5 on the night from the free throw line.
And Devin, I thought Remus did a good job feeling contact there and just goes up. She puts up a 15-foot runner, which normally she would never do with the flow of the offense, but she knew the foul was going to be called. She's rewarded with the 2 free throws.
Second free throw off the lip. Loose ball trickling to the baseline. Southeast ball, says the official.
That's really fortunate for Southeast Saline. That's a couple times now we've seen Beloit crash the boards on their own free throw misses and get rebounds, kind of create loose balls. That's something you got to clean up if you're in the white.
29-27, Southeast of Saline. They have the basketball. Brielle Potacek whips it left-hand side to Pearson. Pearson now whips it back around. Ends up with Potacek. Up high to Jacobson. She gets into the free throw line area. Now to Douglas, who's tripped on her way to the basket. She lost the ball, and the official awards it to Beloit.
A lot of contact right there, but like to see Sutton do that. Love seeing her take the ball to the basket with her left hand. She's so strong that way. A lot of contact. Not rewarded there. I'm assuming if she can do that later on, create that contact, you're going to get rewarded with a foul call.
Southeast of Saline still guarding a 2-point lead, 29-27. Remus up top with the ball. She goes down low to Budke. Now to the high post to Bedreau for a jumper that misses badly. Harris has it on the long rebound. Run out, up top to Potacek. And this one's going to be stripped out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline. What a pass from half court down to the block on the right-hand side by Maddie Harris.
Yeah, good catch from Potacek. Great composure and even better composure from Remus just to kind of slow her body down, get her hand on the basketball, and create a dead ball situation.
Potacek with it now to Pearson off the inbounds. Her three-pointer won't go. Douglas with the rebound, goes back and a foul called. Sutton Douglas will go to the free throw line after fouled down low by Peyton Remus.
And again, that's a Remus and Douglas. On paper, that should never be won by Douglas, but she's so strong down low. She puts that body inside of Budke, gets the offensive rebound, goes back up 2 free throws for the sophomore.
First free throw, rolls around and falls home. Sutton Douglas is on the board. Second free throw. Less entertaining. That one just went right in. Another girls score. Saline girls lead Solomon at half, 27-9. So we continue to give you scores on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. 31-27 here to southeast of Saline. Leads it by 4. Sutton Douglas with a couple of free throws there.
And Devin, I need to correct myself. They gave that foul to Peyton Remus, not Addison Butke, which is going to be big. In the grand scheme of things, 3 on Butke would be huge right now, but Remus picks up her first.
Speaking of Remus and Douglas, they're going at it, top of the circle. Remus is going to unload it now to Butke. She'll go to work. Has the ball stripped away by Maddie Harris, and they're going to say it stays with Beloit. I think Harris looked at the official with a little glimmer of hope in her eye that it went off the right leg of Butke, but the official not in a position to maybe see that or see it that way, and it's going to stay with Beloit here underneath their own basket. Remus lob pass way up high to Butke. She has to chase it all the way down to the logo at center court. Now a pass deflected by Lexi Jacobson. Beloit right now just kind of playing on the razor's edge here. Southeast really turning it up on defense. Pass to the right-hand side to Boudreaux. She's going to dump it in down low now to Ashlyn Knight. Her shot goes up, hits the side of the backboard. Now it's going to be loose and taken away by Sutton Douglas. Abba Pearson just threw her hands up and just got out of the way. She said, you go. You do what you need to do, Sutton Douglas.
And Devin, you're starting to hear this. I mean, you can tell it's Friday night. It's the first game of the Purple Palace. This crowd's getting into it. They're going to become that 6th person tonight on the basketball floor for Southeast Saline.
Boy, Maddie Harris just went to the goal on the right-hand side with a full head of steam and was just totally body-checked off her path. There's no foul call. The ball went out of bounds, and they're going to say it's Southeast ball. First, a full timeout by Beloit. Shauna Remus wants to talk to her squad about it with 3:08 left to go. Here in the third quarter, Southeast leads it now, 31-27 on KINA.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
3:08 left to play here in the third. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here at Southeast of Saline. The crowd is building. Maybe the biggest student body I've seen for an early season basketball game here. And they're here to support their Southeast Lady Trojans, who lead at 31-27. Southeast also has the basketball. Maddie Harris in a super triple threat position. Now she plays the left-hand side. Reagan Duran, who's checked into the game. Inside now, Pearson. Abba Pearson back and forth. Splits 2 defenders. She's fouled and will go to the line. Abigail Pearson. Little hesitation move as she caught it with her back to the basket, then curled to the left and was able to find the rim, but fouled. 2 free throws coming up. That foul on Beloit against Brecken Boudreaux.
Well, Abba's, she's not the fastest, she's not the quickest, but it's her change of pace, like, gives you that illusion of quickness. I mean, great job. Gets to the rack. 2 free throws, buries the first.
Deep knee bend by Abba. She cans the first one. So far, 8 points for Abigail Pearson. Second free throw on the way. Left that one short off the front of the rim. Jacobson in there dealing with it. Tips it out, and it's going to be to Maddie Harris. Now the ball at the forehead of Lexi Jacobson, but she's going to save it off the shin of a Beloit player, Olivia Wright. Good hustle there by Lexi.
Sometimes things are going well. Immediately I saw her mom from across the court. Kind of taps herself on the head like, that's me.
There's Reagan Duran for 3. That one just rims off the front edge, and it's going to be a rebound for Beloit. I'm a firm believer, though, the harder you work, the luckier you get, and sometimes when you hustle, good things happen, right?
Without a doubt.
Here's Thompson inside, crashes into a Southeast player. The officials checking each other, and they're going to say it's a block on Southeast of Saline's Abba Pearson. For Abba now, that is her third. She's the first one in the game to enter the 3-foul club. So that is something that's going to have to be managed here for Southeast of Saline as they have a 5-point lead.
And I know what Abba's trying to do. She's trying to take the contact and go down, but Abba's strong enough. Just stand firm, stay straight up, make that shot more difficult for Thompson as Cassandra buries the first. Going down just gives the official, you have to make a call, and the feet weren't firm. You're so far underneath the basket. It was an easy call for the official to call that block on Abba.
First free throw good. Second free throw high bounce. Lexi Jacobson goes up after it. That's her second rebound in the quarter. I have her unofficially for 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Harris for a long-distance shot. That won't go down. Long rebound. It's Remus. Beloit has numbers, and they travel with the basketball. Maddie Harris was back,
yes,
and she did exactly what she needed to do on that play and forced Beloit in just that split second of indecision and into a turnover.
And, Devin, it's so easy to see from our perspective. If you're on the radio, you don't see Maddie misses the 3. It's so easy to hang your head there. She immediately sprinted back, caused an awkward situation for Beloit, creates the turnover immediately. It's Southeast Saline basketball again.
Jacobson curls around all the way to the cup, and she's going to score off the window. Lexi Jacobson now in double digits with 10. 34-28. Southeast back up top by 6. It equals their biggest lead. They had a 6-point lead midway through the second quarter, but Beloit finding a player down low. Wide open layup missed, and it's stripped and taken away by Maddie Harris. Here comes Harris, all gas, no brakes, right down the center of the lane. She has her dribble deflected. Now she saves it to Brielle. Reagan Duran, top of the circle, off the front of the rim, no good. And a rebounding foul is going to be called here inside on Sutton Douglas. Now she has 3.
And you think right there, Sutton just kind of got saddled with a poor foul. It looked like there could have been fouls called on both teams, in the last 15, 20 seconds of furious play. And right there, the officials understood they kind of need to settle it down. Sutton gets saddled with a 3rd. But all in all, deep breath if you're Southeast Saline. Maddie didn't call for a foul down there. You're kind of going, okay, we can regroup. Let's go back to work.
Southeast currently on a 13-4 run, Tyler, as they've built this 6-point lead after trailing by 3. 72 seconds left to go. Beloit trying to get it inside to Thompson. She's been probably their best offensive player here in this third quarter. Remus is going to take an 18-foot jump shot. That's no good. Ball being batted around. Beloit lost it off the right hand of one of their players. Fighting for that rebound, it was Ashlyn Knight, and Southeast of Saline will take custody of it with 59 seconds left to go here in the third.
Devin, I'll be interested to go watch film on this. Addison roars everywhere. We're not saying her name a lot offensively. We're not saying her name a lot defensively, but she's in the middle of everything. She's in the lane. There's hands everywhere. Her body's everywhere. She's doing a great job not getting those stats, not packing them, but she's doing a great job for the Trojans right now.
Duran collects the defense, deals it out to Potacek. Brielle, one-handed pass over here to Rohr. I think everybody in white right now playing for one shot. 35 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Harris now will back it out along with Brielle Potacek. Beloit coming out with them defensively. This may open up something inside. Potacek now glancing over at Harris, who right now is having a pushing match with Marley File from Beloit. Harris now has the rock in her hand. She glances at Coach Smith. 14 seconds left to go. One-on-one. Maddie Harris up top. She'll pass it off to Potacek. Clock down to 9. Addison Rohr has it in the corner. Back to Harris. Now back to Brielle. Clock down to 5. Harris has it. Clock down to 3. Harris has to go on File. Step back. 30-footer, no good. And Maddie Harris was way out there and got a good shot, a decent look at it, but it wouldn't go down. Nonetheless, Southeast of Saline finishes the quarter with a 6-point advantage, 34-28. Back with fourth quarter action. Southeast of Saline leads it by half a dozen here on KINA.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
A 13-4 run after Southeast of Saline trailed 21-24. That's what they assembled to end of the quarter, now leading it by 6. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here at Southeast of Saline. We're just fourth quarter underway. Southeast has the basketball and that lead by a half a dozen. Addison Rohr, Brielle Potacek, Lexi Jacobson, Maddie Harris, Abba Pearson all on the floor for Southeast. A couple of girls in this game have 3 fouls, both of them for the home squad. It's Pearson and Douglas. Rohr with it in the corner. She'll find Potacek. Open, passed up the shot. They play it left-hand side to Harris. Lob pass inside, Jacobson, double team. She gets it out, though, to Addison Rohr. Southeast being super patient here on this possession. Just working it around, making that Beloit defense do their job. Jacobson tried to force it in there to Rohr. It's going to bounce out to the Southeast bench where Pearson is going to save it. Nothing wrong with this strategy here other than turning the ball over where Addison Rohr just got her left hand in her dribble a little too much. And the official right on top of it. We saw Southeast of Saline able to shorten the game against Smoky Valley on Tuesday.
You did without a doubt. Just taking possessions away. 59 seconds taken off the clock in that possession. Looking for a wide open shot. Obviously, you don't want it to end in a turnover right there, but a dead ball turnover is not the worst thing that could happen.
There's a wide open Beloit Trojan on the backside of the offense, and Beloit is going to go up and score. Nice basket there by Ashlyn Knight, who was found by a teammate. Her first basket of the game. 34-30. Jacobson trying to go to work here in the paint. Now she plays it back out to Harris. Jacobson was shoved down, and that is going to be a foul whistled here on Marley File, who has been doing a little bit of physical play here in this game. File is going to get a foul. It's her first.
Yeah, interesting. It's only her first. We've seen her play extremely physical, extremely clean. I mean, don't confuse physical with dirty. She's played extremely physical. Right there, called for the foul.
Here's Jacobson off the inbounds. Harris is going to find her, and she scores. Lexi Jacobson now with a dozen in the game.
And again, we talk about it all the time. The inbounds plays from Shauna Smith, and these Trojans convert. Great finish from Lexi.
Ball out of bounds. It's going to be off a Southeast of Saline player out of bounds. Beloit will have it on the sideline. Well, now they're going to move her to the baseline. File trying to inbounds. Finally, she will. Remus all the way from that area back to the left-hand side of the offense. Here's Thompson inside. She'll go up. Nothing there as Maddie Harris able to block her out and keep the rebound. Harris, low dribble, up the middle of the floor. She's going to bounce it to Jacobson, and that ball deflected. Jacobson probably would have scored off that, but the good foot or hands there by Beloit's defense. Now a runaway layup by Remus is no good. And a tie-up on the possession for the rebound. It's Budke and Pearson. They're going to crash to the floor, and the arrow will keep it with Beloit.
God, there's a lot to process in that whole transition game right there, but great job from Abba right there to secure the basketball. Budke did a great job to tie it up. Ball stays with Beloit.
Remus sets it inbounds. She's going to find Knight again, who's wide open. Back to Remus, and she's going to crash into Maddie Harris, and a foul called on Maddie. Now she has 3 fouls.
Yeah, and it looked like initially Harris was in good position. Then she kind of just throws the hips out a little bit to create some contact, sends Remus to the line for 2.
It's one of those things that's what film's good for, right? Because I am going to testify right now, a lot of the girls don't realize they're doing that.
You don't feel it, right? You get there, and then you feel the contact from them, so you go back. Again, it's clear to see that there was a hip thrown from Maddie. Just stay up strong, stay tall. With the missed free throw, we'll see. Maybe that benefits Southeast in the long run.
Harris having a conversation right now with Steve Reedy before she goes to the bench. It's a full timeout taken by Southeast of Saline. We'll step aside. Southeast leads it by 6 with 5:47 left to go.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure you are fueled up and ready for whatever may be around the corner, no matter what time of day. Now live at Asaria Oil and Hardware, 24/7 pumps. No matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Out of the full timeout, Beloit back at the free throw line. Peyton Remus with the second of her 2 attempts. Missed the first before the timeout, made the second after the timeout. 36-31. It's a 5-point lead. Southeast of Saline with the basketball and the advantage. 5:30 left to go. Brielle Potacek with it. She lost her dribble. Now she's going to play it to Lexi Jacobson, who was shoved up top. This is going to happen about 27 feet away from the basket. And that'll be the second team foul of the quarter on Beloit. First personal on Olivia Wright.
Yeah, and we saw that Lexi just kind of got the ball up high. Olivia Wright just comes in, again, not giving her the space to kind of move the basketball. Needs to give her room. The foul is called on Wright.
Inbounds play goes to Harris, middle of the floor. Maddie's going to bring it back to Potacek. Big screen there by Southeast. Potacek springs free, and big shot Brielle doing what big shot Brielle does. Another three-pointer, her third of the night.
It's leadership right now, isn't it? These 3 seniors, they're doing absolutely everything. You're getting a little sprinkle of Pearson, a little sprinkle of Sutton. I mean, everybody's contributing, but these seniors, their leadership right now is really shining through for Southeast.
Here's a pass inside. Once again, kind of leaking free, unattended in there was Ashlyn Knight, but Maddie Harris comes over, help side defense ties her up, gets an arrow call out of it, and the arrow in favor of Southeast of Saline. 5th turnover of the half here for Beloit.
And we see Budke getting ready to check in. Budke extremely quiet in the second half. You can tell that's definitely a point of emphasis for the Southeast Saline defense at halftime.
Here's an errant bounce pass. It goes all the way across the court. Abba Pearson's going to scoop it up. Now to Jacobson. Lexi, couple dribbles, gathers the defense, back out to Brielle. Maddie Harris has it. She'll work it now left to Pearson. Pearson tests the baseline, goes between her legs, now comes back around. Harris with it, goes to Brielle, little short corner jumper. That one bounces around, thought about falling in, but will not. And now a rebounding foul will be called here against Beloit. Sutton Douglas was knocked to the floor. And the third team foul against the Trojans here in this quarter of Beloit.
And Ashlyn Knight picks up her second. And again, as we've discussed, the new team foul rules, now only 2 away from shooting 2 the rest of the game.
4:26 left to go, not quite halfway through this fourth quarter. It's an 8-point Southeast of Saline lead. They're trying to build on that. Here's Brielle Potacek taking the inbounds. Now she'll sprint into the lane with the dribble. It ends up on the far side to Maddie Harris as we view it on the opposite side of the camera. Harris with it. Not really concerned there. Probably had a decent shot, but she's running clock.
It's that change of pace we talked about before the game. This is what it is right here. It's not always just going up and down the floor with transition. It's when you have the ball, controlling the basketball, looking for your shot, not their shot.
Potacek with it now to Pearson. Jacobson with it. She loses the defender, steps up to the free throw line. 15-foot jump shot won't go, and the rebound slapped out of bounds by Beloit. Marley File and Maddie Harris scrapping after that rebound. It's off a foul out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm File fortunate not to pick up another foul right there. The 4th team. It either had to be Southeast Saline basketball or a foul on File.
Harris on a quick step back 3. Boy, she barely had time to set her feet. And now Maddie Harris gets her second 3-pointer of the night. She's in double digits with 10. Here's a steal, Lexi Jacobson. She saves it into Harris. That's the 4th steal for Lexi in this game.
And Harris immediately, she had numbers, but she knew the situation, just slowed the game down, brings the basketball back out. Great play from Harris.
Douglas at the elbow, pitches out to Pearson. Now it ends up on the left-hand side with Harris. 42-31. It's an 11-point SES lead. Here's Jacobson to the cup. Can't get it to go as she ran into Olivia Wright there, and Beloit will have it. Boy, what a run here in this fourth quarter by Southeast of Saline. File goes inside, wanting to go to Budke. That's her first touch, and as long as I can remember it, she scores.
That might be her first shot of the half. I mean, that's something.
Her first points of the half.
Yeah, definitely her first points. Might be the first shot. That's something that if you're Coach Shauna Remus, you can't have Addison Budke go with only 2 points in a half. She's got to get more shot opportunities.
42-33. And a 30-second timeout called by Southeast of Saline. We'll take it as well. We're inside 3 minutes, 2:51 left to go. 42-33, SES in the lead here on KINA.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
2:51 remaining. Southeast of Saline leading by 9. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here. As Southeast of Saline looks like full court pressure here going to be dialed up by the Beloit Trojans. See if they have any better luck than Smoky Valley did on Tuesday. I know this Southeast team is going to be very, very tough to pressure. And just as I say that, Pearson drops a ball off the ankles of Maddie Harris. Those two were in so close proximity, that pass should have never happened.
No, it shouldn't. I mean, that's a result of really good defense from Beloit, just pressuring them into that corner. It's a lose-lose situation for Southeast.
So Beloit will regain it here on their offensive end. They'll inbound from that same corner. Budke has it. She'll go left-hand side now to Ashlyn Knight. Knight loses the basketball. Douglas has it. It springs out of there, and it's going to be off a Beloit Trojan out of bounds. Another turnover here for Beloit. That is 7 in the half. They have 14 for the game.
And now it's about ball security. Just it's running clock off the running. You got what I'm saying. It's about just running clock. Possession, good shots, take care of the basketball.
There's a lot of contact up top between Thompson and Jacobson. The ball goes into the backcourt. The official doesn't call a foul, doesn't call backcourt, just lets them play through it. 2:29 left to go. Pearson with it. Now deals it off to the left to Harris. Harris back to the right-hand side. It's Potacik with it. Brielle. Back to Maddie Harris. Back to the right-hand side, Douglas. Southeast just working this clock here, using this 9-point lead to their advantage. Southeast really flipped this game around in the third quarter. They trailed by 3, 24-21 early in the third quarter. And then from there on out, Southeast of Saline finished the quarter with a 13-4 run. They led 34-28 at the end of the third quarter, and then continued to increase that up by as much as 11 in this fourth period. Now a foul called here as Maddie Harris was knocked to the floor. This foul will go against Brecken Boudreau. Fourth team foul for the Beloit Trojans. Next one, they'll be putting Southeast of Saline at the free throw line. Lexi Jacobson catches the inbounds pass, goes right back to the inbounder, Brielle Potacik. Brielle up top. She goes by Remus. Deals it off to the left-hand side. Shauna Smith standing with both her hands behind her head. 1:35 left to go. Pearson in the keyhole to Jacobson. Back out to Brielle Potacik. Now she's going to be fouled, and Brielle will step to the free throw line for 2. Peyton Remus will take the foul. That is her second, 5th team foul on Beloit, and that is the limit. Again, no 1-and-1s in high school basketball this year. Each quarter has a limit of 5, and it's a 2 free throw opportunity. Potacik's first free throw on the way. Too strong, rattles off, no good. That's Brielle's first free throw attempts of the night. She has 3 3-pointers. Second free throw on the way from Brielle. She got that one to go. Back to a 10-point Southeast of Saline lead. Brielle Potacik in double digits for the second time this season. Remus up top. She's going to go all the way to the goal, runs right into Brielle Potacik, and they're going to call a blocking foul on that. Boy, Brielle was there for quite some time, but she's going to take the foul on this, and that will be her first foul. Remus steps to the free throw line and a chance to get free throws here with the clock stopped. 1:23 left to go. Peyton Remus' first free throw is up and no good. Remus is 4 of 8 from the free throw line in this game thus far. 6 points. Second free throw attempt here is up and good. Give her 7 for the night. And a timeout's going to be called here by Beloit. It's a 30-second timeout or a full. Let's see what it is. It is a 30. We'll take it as well. 1:23 left to go. Back with more Southeast basketball. Lady Trojans of Southeast lead it by 9.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
83 seconds left to go here at the Purple Palace. Southeast of Saline trying to defend their home floor. They lead at 43-34. Brielle Potachik has the inbounds pass, but she is in trouble, and a double team will foul Brielle and send her to the free throw line for 2 free throws. The foul will go against Marley File. It's her second. Again, Beloit over the limit. 2 free throws coming up for Brielle Potachik. First free throw on the way for Brielle is good. The senior splashes now back-to-back free throws in the cup after missing the first. Addison Rohr is going to check in for Sutton Douglas. Second free throw attempt on the way is also good. Brielle Potachik now has made 3 in a row. She has given Southeast of Saline equaling their biggest lead of the night, 11-point lead. 1:15 left to play. Budke, little head and shoulder fake on a 3. She's going to take a baseline jumper that's up and good. Addison Budke, 14 points for Beloit. Approaching the 1-minute mark now. Brielle Potachik dribbling around. Remus chasing. Brielle Potachik finding help now, and Abba Pearson inside a minute left to go. Pearson with the basketball. She'll go all the way underneath the cup and step out of bounds and turn it over. 5 turnovers in the half for Southeast of Saline. 49 seconds left to play. Southeast leading it by 9. Still not out of the woods yet. Here's Budke for 3. Rims off, no good. Rebound, Lexi Jacobson. Comes Maddie Harris up the floor. Harris now back to Brielle Potachik. 32 seconds left to play. Looks like Southeast of Saline is going to get their second straight victory after dropping their first game of the season. And more importantly, defend their home floor. Here at the Purple Palace 1 year ago, the Southeast of Saline squad was 9-1 here on their home floor. And a foul called on Beloit that will send Addison Rohr to the free throw line. Addie has not scored yet tonight. 2 free throws coming up for her. Addison Budke guilty of the foul. That is her third. 15 seconds left to go. Rohr's free throw is up and good. 7 different Southeast of Saline players have scored tonight. Rohr's second free throw, heels off, no good. Beloit back the other way, 12 seconds left. Losing the basketball, Lexi Jacobson's going to pick it up. It's another steal for Lexi. 5 tonight. And Southeast of Saline is going to put this one away. 46-36, the final score. Southeast of Saline had a brief 3-point deficit early in the third quarter, and then they came storming back, and they will win it by 10. Southeast of Saline now goes to 2-1 on the season. They're 1-0 in league play. They will drop Beloit to 1-2 on the season and 0-1 in league play. 46-36 our final score. When we come back, we'll go over numbers from this game. Also have a Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. Put a cap on another Lady Trojan victory, 46-36. Southeast of Saline wins it. It's postgame brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Visit Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where our service is superior and we have something for everyone on your holiday shopping list. Don't miss our holiday sale going on now. Receive 20% off store-wide on hundreds of fine pieces and surprise someone special this year. See our new line of pet jewelry imported from Italy. Choose one of our American Darling purses made right here in the USA. Shop Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. It's the little things that matter since 1884.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the...
Big win for the southeast of Saline Lady Trojans tonight. They win their first league game. They also open their home schedule with a big win. 2-1 now is the overall score. 46-36, the win tonight for southeast of Saline. Let's go over scoring for the southeast Lady Trojans. They were led tonight by Brielle Potacek with 12 points. She had 9 of those from behind the three-point line. 12 points for Lexi Jacobson. 10 points for Maddie Harris. 8 points for Abba Pearson. 2 points for Sutton Douglas, 1 point for Addison Rohr, 1 point for Reagan Durant. For the Beloit Lady Trojans, they were led in scoring by Addison Butke with 14, 7 for Peyton Remus, 6 for Cassandra Thompson, 5 for Brecken Boudreau, 2 for Marley File, and 2 for Ashlyn Knight. Southeast of Saline, 12 of 18 from the free throw line. Beloit, 10 out of 17. Southeast of Saline with 11 turnovers in this game, and Beloit with 15 turnovers. Lexi Jacobson, along with her 12 points tonight, had 9 rebounds and 5 steals. I might have missed a rebound in there. I hope I did. I hope she had another double-double, Tyler, because Lexi Jacobson, after that first game where she was she's back to Lexi Jacobson now, 2 back-to-back games where she's been sensational. But we saw her tonight be more active on the defensive end of the floor, out in passing lanes, creating and grabbing steals.
And we've seen her now against 2 really good post players. You know, Smoky Valley, strong post game. Butke was super good tonight for Beloit. And that's what Lex can do. She's going to stretch you in different ways. She's going to use her strengths to her strength, as cliche as that is. She's super fast. She's super quick. Her fast twitch muscles are through the roof. She's just going to make you really difficult to guard if you're a true big. And Addison Butke's a true big, and it's a tough matchup for Butke down low, as it is for Lexi on Butke. But gosh darn, did Lexi do a good job just doing what she does great, and that's being super athletic, finishing easy buckets.
Lexi Jacobson tonight, our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. Vernon Jewelers is giving away an engagement ring. If you know somebody with a unique story, go on SalinaPost.com, go to the contest tab, and enter their story. They have a chance to win an engagement ring. up to a value of $3,000 from Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. I go back to the point in the third quarter when Beloit took a lead, 24-21. Since that point, Southeast of Saline closed out the quarter on a 13-4 run. For the rest of the game from that point, Southeast of Saline won 25-12 after trailing by 3. That was the big turning point of this game.
Yeah, without a doubt. We saw the defense lock down. We saw there was more. We talked about how Budke just never got any more open shots. She scored a couple more, in the second half, but right there the lockdown defense was on. We did see Cassandra Thompson come on, score some buckets down low, but you lock down Budke and you're going to make the other Beloit players play well. And tonight they just couldn't do it. I'm assuming we're going to see a different game plan as this Beloit team gets more and more used to each other and as we see Budke get more and more into the offensive flow. But just a great job tonight from Southeast Saline at all aspects of the game.
Lady Trojans win it 46-36. We'll talk to Shauna Smith at halftime of the boys contest and get some more insight on this game. Time to turn the corner. We'll start pregame. We'll do it all over again for the game number 2 of our doubleheader. It's another big contest in the NCAA with Beloit visiting Southeast of Saline. Pregame starts next here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Hi everyone, it's Flanell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country, one call to me and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
As we look ahead to the second game of our doubleheader, Southeast of Saline's guys will take the floor in their home and league opener against the Beloit Trojans. Joining us now, head coach Bryson Flax. And let's first look back, Bryson, to your game on Tuesday against Smoky Valley. No team wants to start out 0-2. I know that's just kind of a statement, and you really don't want to dig yourself in that hole to start the season. So you're able to get a win on the road against Smoky Valley on Tuesday. What did you see in this game when you look back at it?
We saw some improvements defensively with our rotations. I think that was the biggest thing. Oftentimes we're still a little stagnant offensively, and when we're not moving, the defense isn't moving, and so they're in good positions. So, but all in all, road wins are hard to come by, every year. So it was good to go in there and be able to compete and give ourselves a chance and go on those little runs that we did towards the second half.
Always like this time of year, especially kind of with a brand new team, if you will, because you're stacking blocks, right? And sooner or later, you start to see an identity start to come through a little bit on your team. And so far, do you think it's maybe the defensive end where this team can shine? I know you were happy with the way they played defensively against Heston. You only give up 41 points against Smoky Valley.
Yeah, we haven't practiced very well defensively, especially. So they've kind of exceeded my early season expectations of where we should be, but we're still trying to figure out who we are, I think, and what guys can play well together. And we just want to put ourselves in good situations, and it's going to be a process till, a couple games after Christmas. We may still not know exactly, what form we need to be in, but I know we're not there yet, but we continue to work to get there. And like I said, new team, it'll take some time, but again, I'm happy with our improvement so far.
How'd you feel offensively? Obviously, it was a big night for Owen Bailey. He put up 34. I think first and foremost, if you ever have anybody go over 30, you hope you win that game. But how'd you feel about the rest of the cast?
Yeah, it was nice to see Owen hit some shots, definitely.
Yeah.
He hit some tough ones, and then, they lost him a few times to – I'm not sure how, but they end up losing him, and he makes them pay for it a couple times. But it was nice to see Gannon Jacobson hit a couple shots. I think that Danny will get there. He's just kind of we're running so much through him and asking him to do so much defensively right now that, he's got to make that adjustment, and I think he will. We didn't score a lot outside of Owen, and so, we've got to be a little more balanced. But with that being said, if Owen's going to shoot, 8 of 17 from 3, by all means, let him fire him.
Yeah, absolutely. You have your home opener here tonight now with a 1-1 record. You come in, you play a Beloit team who's off to a great start. They hammered Concordia their first night out. They beat a tough Clay Center team who was ranked in Class 3A on the road. Also, this is a Beloit team that looks like they can put up some points. They went plus 80 again in the first game against Concordia. What do you see when you look at these Trojans? Is it kind of the same old story with them?
Yeah, it really is. They work everything through Beisner, and they do a really nice job getting him, easy opportunities. They put you in difficult spots defensively where you got to, pick and choose. Are you going to, guard Gershner at the three-point line or double Beisner down low? And, but Gershner also, once he gets going, he can really shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
They're good. But they're just so big. It's just a lot of mismatches on the floor at any given time.
When you look at maybe a glass half full type of mentality, the size is also, it's always a challenge. It's always an issue. But the way Clay Center is built this year, they hardly have a guy above 6 foot, maybe 6'1", and they were able to give those big guys some problems. Just a tick slow, maybe rotating, a tick slow out to the shooters. Did you see something in that film that you can take advantage of?
Yeah, Clay Center's a little different than us because they went 5 out almost the entire game, even against the zone,
okay.
and they did hit a lot of threes, especially early, but thing about Beloit is, they've been kind of, their identity's been a 2-3 zone team, maybe play a little 2-2-1 back to 2-3, but historically Eilert's played a little box and 1, a little triangle and 2, and so we worked at that this week. Anytime a kid goes for 30, probably the next game there's going to be some added attention to him, so we want to be, prepared, but it'll be business as usual for us. We just hope to get opportunities to get good shots and be able to knock them down.
Another game, another state-ranked opponent, Bryson Flax here in your home opener. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor's running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway
in Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back, countdown to tip-off, getting ready for Southeast of Saline guys basketball after a victorious night for the Lady Trojans. Now it's the boys' turn. Southeast of Saline comes in. Their 1-1 record after beating Smoky Valley on Tuesday. They're taking on a 2-0 Beloit team who's off to a great start. They hammered Concordia, scoring 82 points in their first game of the season. Then they were able to squeak by Clay Center 58-56. Clay Center, though, interestingly enough, they're ranked 6th in Class 4A in the state of Kansas. So that was not an easy game for Beloit, who comes into this game ranked 8th in Class 3A. Southeast of Saline still ranked in the top 10 in Class 3A as well. But I think a lot of us are waiting on this team to prove that merit, that ranking based on a lot on what's been going on the last couple of years with Southeast of Saline basketball. So a big win on Tuesday, Tyler. They're coming in tonight. This Beloit team looks like they're full of gasoline right now, and they're ready to go. Should be an interesting contest, though. It always is when these two teams hook up.
Yeah, and there's so much history. When we talk about history, it's what happens on the gridiron just a couple months ago before this. Both teams are forever. There's always state rankings involved. No matter what sport they play, one of these teams is always going to be ranked. And now with social media, we see all the great publicity that both of these teams get. They know each other. They've battled each other for years. It's great when they just get it on, and it's such a fun time to do with only the third game of the season.
Let's go over starting lineups for you. Let's go first for the Beloit Trojans. As I said, 2-0. They are under the direction of veteran head coach Ryan Eilert. They will start 5'9" senior guard Noah Gerstner. He was an all-league selection 1 year ago. Off to a great start so far this year, averaging 16 points a game. Quinn Eilert is a 6'3" senior, an all-league selection from a year ago. He's averaging nearly a double-double per game, 8.5 points and 8 rebounds. Jackson Cheney, a 6'1" junior guard in the starting lineup, 3 points and a rebound. And then you go to the big guys inside. Eli Johnson, the 6'5" junior, 11 points, 6 rebounds a game. And Bryce Beisner, the 6'7" senior. He's a two-time all-league selection in sophomore and junior years. He's a senior this year, and he is averaging 22.5 points a game and 8 rebounds. For Southeast of Saline, under the direction of Bryson Flax, they'll start Gannon Jacobson, a 6'1" sophomore. Gannon really found his way in that third quarter, scoring 8 points against Smoky Valley on Tuesday. Owen Bailey, the transfer from Salina South, scored 34 points against the Vikings on Tuesday, helping Southeast of Saline get that victory. Bailey is a 6'1" junior. Connor Castleman is back for his second game after missing the first one of the season at Heston due to illness. Daniel Kerr, the 3-year starter, a 6' senior, and Britton Leeds, a 6'5" senior on the inside for head coach Bryson Flax. Some finals to pass along to you on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. These are all girls finals. Salina South beat Salina Central 51-46. El Saline over Solomon 52-35. And Sacred Heart lost to Rossville. The Lady Dogs got that one from Rossville 60-45 tonight in the Irish Classic. Here, earlier on, it was Shauna Smith's squad of the Lady Trojans Southeast getting a 10-point victory, 46-36 to move their victory to 2-1. Now it's the guys' turn, and boy, the first thing you see when you look at this Beloit team, Tyler, is all that size inside, going 6'5", 6'7", and not only is it size, it's talent. If you're a Southeast of Saline team, how do you counteract that, and how are you able to contend with the two twin towers that will bounce all over the paint?
Well, this is when you're really excited to see what Brent Leeds can do. You know, we've seen flashes of him, big, strong body. This is exactly what a guy. I'm not a paint guy. I didn't like getting ugly. I didn't like doing that dirty work. He's a guy that likes that. He's going to have to get down and dirty. He's really going to have to play tough defensively. But I'm really excited to see what Owen Bailey does on the offensive side. We heard Coach Flax talk about it in the pregame, how you know that there's going to be a lot of emphasis on him. Let's see what Bailey can do to create shots for others with all the emphasis on him, on number one. How do you get shots for the other guys? And let's see if the other offense can get rolling with everybody else.
Once again, it's Gerstner, Eilert, Cheney, Johnson, Beisner for Beloit, Jacobson, Bailey, Castleman, Kerr, Leeds for Southeast of Saline. Beloit wearing their black jerseys trimmed in orange. Southeast of Saline in their home white jerseys trimmed in gray and purple. The ball is up, and it's going to be won by Beloit. Beisner will tip it into the backcourt. Beloit lost a really good point guard from a year ago, a 3-yard starter in Brockelman. And I'm curious to see how they replace him. If you're looking for maybe a little bit of weakness in this Beloit armor, that may be it.
Yeah, and there's not going to be many, but yes, you're always just looking for those little things. What can you exploit? What can you do? As you see right there, great defensive stand, just really strong defense right there from Leeds from the get-go to cause the turnover on Beloit.
Jacobson floats out to the right-hand side. He'll call on Castleman now. Castleman playing catch with Jacobson. Center of the floor to the right wing. Jacobson has it. Now he calls on Daniel Kerr. 30 seconds into this game. Southeast of Saline still working on their first offensive possession after a turnover to start the game on Beloit. Here's Jacobson pulling the trigger from 3. That thing just died off the front lip of the rim. Now Gannon gets a steal, and he just couldn't get the brakes on in time, and he slid out of bounds. And it will stay here with Beloit.
And that's a shot you don't mind seeing for Coach Flax. I mean, there was no hand in the face. Gannon's going to take that shot. He's going to hit that shot more often than not. Keep shooting if you're the young sophomore.
He'll dump it down low to Beisner now across the paint. He'll get it to a flashing Eli Johnson, and Johnson gets the first points of the game. 2-0 Beloit.
And that's the danger you talked about. It's not just two bigs. It's two bigs that are good, and they play a great high-low game. You saw right there, Beisner, nice dish to Johnson, good finish.
Yeah, and isn't that the biggest problem? I mean, you could speed guards up and not let them have easy entries into those big guys, but when they go post to post, man, that's tough.
It's extremely difficult to defend.
Here's a three-pointer by Castleman. That one's no good. So far, Southeast 0 of 2. Both those shots coming from behind the arc. Beloit trying to expand on their one-bucket lead. They go back inside to Johnson. Johnson double-team momentarily, and they're going to call a foul. I believe it's Gannon Jacobson reaching over the top. He was the one that came over on help side defense, and the baseline official right on top of it is going to issue the citation to Jacobson, his first.
And it's probably going to be an active night for these officials. I mean, you're going to see a lot of bodies flying at these two bigs from Beloit.
Connor Castleman just with his offhand deflected the inbounds pass and then stole it away as he spun around and was able to keep it. Nice steal there by Castleman. Jacobson for three. Too strong, no good. And the rebound taken in again by Jackson Cheney. Beloit up the left-hand sideline, trying to get in their offense here. Johnson up top, trying to go in. Beisner has it now at the free throw line. Beisner back to Johnson. Airmails it over the top, then out of bounds.
And good defense from Castleman right there to make the pass impossible right there for Beisner to get it in. Beisner just had to throw it over Castleman's reach. Castleman completely undersized right there, but great hustle, great tenacity from Castleman, causing the turnover. Basketball to Southeast of Saline.
Ryan Eilert just bounced a marker about 4 rows deep behind his own bench. He is not happy on that Beloit bench as the head coach for the Trojans. Here's Bailey for three. Step back and he nails it. Owen Bailey still on fire from Tuesday night where he scored 34. He cracked free there, and he didn't need much daylight. He puts the Southeast Trojans up by 1. Beisner now has it near the keyhole, hesitating. Boy, these Southeast guards are doing such a great job here early on. Bryson Flaggs, I'm not going to say he's happy with the defensive effort so far from Southeast, but he definitely sees potential in this team on the defensive end. They only gave up 41 to Smoky Valley on Tuesday. Here's a block by Leeds. Transition started here by Castleman. He's going to slow it up now, go back to Jacobson, middle of the floor. Gannon a little hesitation. He'll get to the right-hand block, now play it back out to Bailey. They'll swing it around. Castleman now Kerr. Dan goes to work, inside, left-handed, off the window, crawls out, no good. What a move, though, by Daniel Kerr.
Yeah, good defense right there, and Cheney just gets beat with that little hesitation step from Kerr, and Kerr just wrong foots him, just barely misses that layup. That's a shot he'll take 9 times out of 10 he's going to make.
Lob pass over the top. It goes to Johnson. Jacobson again coming over and stripping that ball out. The passes from post to post from Beloit are taking a little too much time, right? They got a little too much air underneath them, and Southeast with that speed able to get there on time to help out.
When you're seeing Leeds just battling, Leeds, he's an athlete as well. As much praise as we gave as Leeds, Leeds going to get called for a hold down low. But as athletic and as good a basketball players you want to talk about, Beloit, Leeds is every bit as athletic. He can do so many things. It's his strength down low, his quickness is going to make it really difficult for these bigs.
I love what he's doing. Obviously, it looks like he has been in the weight room as Brent Leeds.
Darn, yes.
But, man, he is right now just pushing and really guiding Beisner where he wants him to go. Right now it's one-on-one. Beisner trying to go to work on Brenton. Leeds there with him, and a help foul will be called. This will be issued against Connor Castleman. Castleman's just kind of out there flying around, isn't he? I mean, he's kind of with Johnson, but he can come off of him anytime he wants. And he got caught there reaching into the cookie jar for his first foul. 3 fouls so far for Southeast. Now deflection from Jacobson as they were trying to go back inside again were the Beloit Trojans, and Kerr will end up with it. 4 turnovers for Beloit here early on. 3-2, Southeast of Saline. Bailey with it, inside, Gannon Jacobson. To the top of the circle now. Daniel Kerr, three-pointer, kisses the front of the rim, and it's going to fall off. Rebound taken in by Noah Gerstner. Gerstner's going to step on the accelerator. His turn to shoot. That's going to be blocked by Leeds. Inside, though, Johnson. Now to Beisner. All 3 of them on the left-hand side of the floor. Gerstner again from 3. That's no good. And a rebound tipped to himself, and then an off-balance shot off the window by Eilert. That's no good. Johnson inside. Finally puts it in.
And extremely frustrating right now for Coach Flax. I mean, it's 3 offensive rebounds that Beloit got right there. Not horrible position from Southeast Saline. You just got to fight and somehow figure out a way to get the basketball back.
Here's Castleman left unattended, and he's going to bury the 3. Beisner had no intentions of guarding Connor Castleman on that shot, and Castleman nailed it. He needs to do that to get some respect. 6-4, Southeast of Saline. They're up by 2 halfway through this first period. Been an interesting quarter of basketball so far. Here's Beisner inside with a basket. That's no good. And now a rebound foul on the floor against Southeast.
Yeah, it looks like another one. Looks like Gannon Jacobson's called for his second. Again, just fighting for a loose ball. Every single loose ball is going to be so tough with these bigs from Beloit.
Is the second foul on Jacobson. Bryson's going to leave him in there. Here's a lob pass now at the front of the rim. Johnson missed his first attempt. Looked like he was fouling for the rebound. That was no call, though. They let him play through, and then eventually Southeast came away with it. Here's Kerr again all the way to the cup. Had it knocked away from behind, and a foul will be called against Beloit. Lance Lundine with the foul.
And we
came into the game.
We've seen that so many times from Danny Kerr on the football field. Just kind of that little slow step, and then he just spurts and goes. A lot of times that ends up for a 60-yard touchdown run right there. He takes it out, fouled. Basketball stays with Southeast of Saline.
Southeast has it, leading 6-4. Bailey has it. He's only been able to get one shot up so far. Noah Gerstner giving him a lot of attention. Here's Gannon Jacobson for a three. That's no good. Beloit with the basketball. Here comes Gerstner. Flying across the center court stripe. Kirby Davis has popped up off the Southeast bench. So is Grady Gebhardt. They're awaiting the break in the action to check in. There's a drive now by Beloit. They'll stop along the baseline. In trouble. Southeast defense creating another turnover by the Beloit Trojans. That is turnover number 5. And this Southeast swarming defense right now doing what they have to do, Tyler.
Yeah, they really are. And when you talk to Bryson Flax about losing all the talent that he lost last year, I think in a way you don't want to lose that talent. But there's something about him that's just kind of excited. Like I got a bunch of young dogs I'm getting ready to go to war with, and you're seeing it right now with the way they're playing defense.
I had an interesting conversation with him off air one time. I asked him, I said, would you rather have a team that everybody expects to go back to state, or would you rather have a team that people expect to get maybe 8 wins? And it's just the competitor, and he just kind of laughed at me and just kind of nodded. Didn't say anything, but he was like, yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, you look at his own basketball success, just an undersized guy that just worked his tail off. He loves coaching those types of players.
Bailey with a glimmer of hope there as he came off on the inbounds after inbounding the play and just came up empty on that shot. Boy, he's going to have to work for everything he's going to get tonight. You can tell that already. Gerstner up top, guarded by Gebhardt. He's going to hand it off now to Lance Lundine. Now curling around, it's Eilert. He makes his way to the paint and up and in. When Eilert scores his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and really strong finish from Eilert. Many Trojans molesting him all over him. A lot of contact, no foul called. Strong finish from Eilert.
90 seconds left to go. Here's Kerr again to the left-hand side of the basket, and this time Dan's going to get it to go off the window. Back to a 2-point lead for Southeast of Saline. He's being more aggressive tonight. Kerr now on defense. Boy, might have gotten away with a travel there. They're going to play it back out to Gerstner. Gerstner floats from right-hand side of the floor to the left-hand side of the floor, guarded by Kirby Davis. Now he's going to find Eilert. Eilert's going to get a high screen there from Litton. Yeah, don't forget about Brody Litton. We didn't talk much about him in the pregame. He's 6'6". Litton has it inside, has to go through a double team, and they're going to call a foul on Owen Bailey, I believe, looking by the look on his face, and that is going to be the first foul on Bailey. Second.
Yeah, the motion offense right there got Brody Litton. He had Gebhardt on the back of him. Complete mismatch for Southeast Saline, and Grady's fighting his tail off. It looks like right there that's when Owen comes over, kind of gets his hand on him, and only his first.
Sorry, that is his first. I gave one of Connor Castleman's fouls to him, so it's one foul between Bailey. Castleman has one. Gannon Jacobson has 2. Both free throws missed here by Litton, but the second one, a lane violation on Southeast of Saline, so Brody Litton will get another free throw. And he makes that one. So a mistake there by Southeast of Saline on the lane violation, giving Litton another chance. He makes it a 1-point game inside 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. 8-7 our score. Southeast of Saline with the lead in the basketball. Kerr will hand it off to Davis. Now back to Kerr. Little hesitation here. He's going to go back to the rim, and that ball knocked out from behind. Lundina did that the first time, got the foul called. He still continues to do it.
Yeah, really good quickness to kind of get the hand on there after getting beat. Saved himself from an easy bucket, giving up to Danny Kerr.
Lob pass inside to Brenton Leeds. He floats around the elbow area. Now he's going to shovel pass it to Daniel Kerr. Kerr between the legs. Spin move at the free throw line. 15-footer is good. Put that one on the highlight reel for Daniel Kerr. 10-7 our score. Southeast of Saline leading it by 3. Litton wanting the the entry pass from Jackson Cheney. It's stolen away by Brenton Leeds. 6 first-quarter turnovers for Beloit.
And right now, Southeast just making everything so difficult for Beloit. 6 turnovers, could easily be 7, 8, 9. The defense right now, there's bodies flying around, giving themselves every single opportunity to stay in this basketball game.
Kerr across the timeline has 6 seconds. Little give and go between him and Leeds. Dan hesitated in the lane, kicks it out. Owen Bailey has to get a shot at the buzzer. It's a 3! And it bounces off the rim, a high bounce, cleaned up by Beloit, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7. Southeast of Saline leading Beloit at the end of the first quarter. You're listening on KINA and watching live stream video on SalinaPost.com, courtesy of Salina Ortho.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braised, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
That's Tyler Smith. I'm Devin Haney back here at Southeast of Saline High School. It's the Purple Palace. Southeast of Saline battling Beloit here. Start of the second quarter of the boys contest. Daniel Kerr just tried to blow by the defender. Looked like Beloit got away with a little bit of a shove there. Dan floating away from the basket, did not get the call, and Beloit has the basketball. What do you think of that first quarter?
I mean, right now, if you're Bryson Flax, you're enjoying what you're seeing from your defense. You're getting good looks offensively. Just got to start converting some of them. We're seeing Daniel Kerr really aggressive, which I love on the offensive side. As we see another great defensive play by Kirby Davis. Makes a tough entry angle for Beloit to get. Ball goes out of bounds off Kirby, stays with Beloit.
Beloit nearly with as many turnovers as points in that first quarter. They had 6 turnovers, 7 points. Southeast of Saline leads it 10-7. 30 seconds in to the second quarter. Beisner gets to the paint. He got around that time. Southeast of Saline a little discombobulated on defense, and Bryce Beisner scores for the first time.
And that's one that you can't do. You can't give them an inch. If you get an inch, they're going to take 2 points. Great finish from Beisner.
Castleman along with Jacobson. Bailey lost the basketball. They're going to pitch it out to Beisner. He's going to go down the side of the floor, and he double dribbles with the ball. So an exchange of turnovers there between the two teams. As I was saying, Jacobson, Castleman, and also for the first time, Omar Calzada for Southeast of Saline back into the game.
What a great play from Gershner right there. He throws it behind his head. Unbelievable angle. Eyes on the back of his head. Just kind of gets Beisner in an odd hop. Double dribbles. Ball goes to Southeast of Saline.
Jacobson sweeps a crossover, tries baseline. Gershner there to shut him off. Now over to Kirby Davis on the right-hand side. He gets to the lane line on the right-hand side. Out to Calzada. Omar in the game for the first time here. Scored a basket against Smoky Valley on Tuesday. Here's Castleman with it. Right now, Bailey and Leeds are resting. 10-9. Southeast leads it by 1. Kerr into traffic. Now back out Kirby Davis for 3. Off the rim. Backside no good. Rebound taken in by Jackson Cheney. Here comes Beloit back the other way. Cheney with it. Swings it to Gerstner over on the left. Gerstner, just one of those guys when he enters the gym, it's within range. Got to be careful with him no matter where he's at. Here's a pass across the paint, and Beisner muscling it up is going to draw the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Beisner down low. Little hesitation there and some contact between him and Castleman, but I think maybe the official was looking. Beisner wasn't in a position to score when that contact happened, and he wasn't shooting either.
Well, and these are strong fouls. I mean, you're sending people to the free throw line, which is better off than giving them and-one opportunities. Beisner hits the first, but you see Calzada right there, comes down. Really strong, hard foul, great physical play. Beisner converts on the first.
Omar Calzada is not a small guy either. He's definitely a guy that can get in there and battle with some of these guys. He's 6'4", Both free throws up by Bryce Beisner. He has the first 4 points here of the second quarter on either side. 11-10. Southeast of Saline taking the lead. Kirby Davis on the left-hand side. Now Calzada, top of the circle, finds Castleman to his right. Castleman gets in the paint, lost the basketball momentarily. Now kick out to Jacobson. He sails one over the rim, and it's cleaned up by Beisner on the weak side. Here comes Beloit back the other way. Gerstner slams on the brakes as he gets to the low block. Now out to Cheney. Cheney, spin move at the free throw line. He'll hand it off, and a pitch out to Gerstner for 3. Got it to go. Noah Gerstner. 7 points scored by Beloit here in this quarter.
And Gerstner caught that one in rhythm. We've seen him shoot a couple threes earlier, not necessarily in rhythm. That one catch in rhythm. Great finish right there from Calzada.
Omar Calzada gets his first basket of the day. He's the 4th Southeast of Saline player to score. Back to a 2-point contest after Beloit had a brief 4-point lead. Now Kirby Davis deflects a pass. Jacobson cleans it up. It's a 2-on-3 break. Pass ahead to Castleman. Connor in for the left-handed layup. He has 5.
Just a great play all around. Great job from Jacobson to look up. Great finish from Castleman.
Again, numbers weren't in the favor of Southeast of Saline, but man, what a pass up the floor to Connor Castleman, who was in a dead sprint that time. Here's a jumper put up. That's no good from Beloit by Lundeen. Southeast clears it up. Lob pass across the paint to Calzada. Now out to Jacobson. Transition 3. Got it to go. Gannon Jacobson becomes the 5th Trojan to score in this game for Southeast. And Ryan Eilert wants a timeout. Southeast of Saline went down by 4. Now they are back out in front. 17-14, and the 30-second timeout comes with 4.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Trojan Basketball. Beloit and Southeast of Saline on KINA.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Saw a big run by the Southeast of Saline girls in their game, Tyler. Here, it's the Southeast of Saline boys. They were down by 4, but right now they're on a 7-0 sprint. Back to action here out of the timeout by Beloit. 17-14, Southeast of Saline. It's the second time they've had a 3-point lead. That's their biggest lead of the game so far. Halfway through the second quarter. Cheney dribbles to the free throw line. Now looking for help, he finds Beisner. Beisner trying to get around Kirby Davis. He cannot. Now he gives it up, gets it back. Little back and forth move and a brief double team. Castleman pokes it free. Ball on the deck. Castleman has it. Now that it's being wrestled for, Beisner didn't give up on that ball, and they're going to go to the arrow and check it. Arrow in favor of Beloit.
We're going to call Connor Castleman's name a lot tonight. Good or bad. You're seeing him right now. It's always a mismatch. Usually he's down low guarding a big, and he's been on the floor all night just wreaking havoc to benefit Southeast of Saline.
I cannot express to you the disappointment Bryson Flax had going into Heston. Day of the game, he finds out Castleman's battling illness, didn't come to school, and he was sick that day. It just totally changed his game plan. He said, that's our best defender. It's tough to play without him. And we've seen it now in the last game and a half. Smoky Valley on Tuesday and definitely here in this game.
Yeah, he doesn't stop. And I'll tell you right now, Kirby Davis has been everywhere defensively as well. You're starting to see roles are starting to be established in Game 3. People know what their job is. They know what they're supposed to be doing. Right now, Kirby Davis is playing great defense on these Beloit bigs.
A lob pass attempted inside for Beisner. Gannon Jacobson slaps that one back into the stands, and Beloit will have to try it again. 17-14, Southeast leading by 3. Cheney has it on the left wing, inside to Beisner. Calzada guarding. Beisner tries to put it up over him. He does. Doesn't get it to go. Jacobson loses the basketball off of his knee, and Ryan Eilert is upset and out on the floor.
He is. You can see that forearm from Calzada in the back of Beisner. I mean, it's one of those things. You're going to play as physical as the officials let you play. And right now, if you want to play physical, Calzada's a great guy to have in there. The
officials weren't ready to go yet. One of them was. The other two were not. They were holding up the stop sign. The baseline officials started play. Now they all get back on the same page, and Beloit will inbound underneath their own basket. Lob pass into Beisner, top of the circle. Now into Cheney, who is the inbounder. His turnaround won't go. A rebound by Beloit, though, back to Cheney, and his jumper is up no good. He was fouled on the arm, though, said the official on the sideline, and they're going to put Jackson Cheney at the free throw line. Okay, Omar Calzada just got his second.
And I think you can credit these 2 foul shots to Coach Eilert from his discussion he had with the officials earlier on with Calzada getting down and dirty, playing tough basketball right there. Gets a little tic-tac foul that hasn't been called yet. As physical as this game has been, but, there was so much physicality early on. Calzada didn't get called for the foul. Every once in a while, a makeup call will happen. Everybody's human, and Beloit's rewarded with the free throws.
I mean, I'm a dumb radio guy, but I have coached, and I think it's these games that you want your kids to play through, right? Because sometime down the stretch, you're going to have a game like this that you can't complain to the officials and get out of it. You want them to establish a certain amount of toughness, right?
Yeah, especially right now. I mean, obviously there's a lot on this game. It's a league game. I mean, this game has, there's seedings involved. No matter when these games are played, there's league implications. Again, no matter how early it is, but it's game 3. Like, you want to see what your players can fight through adversity-wise.
I know Bryson Flax has questioned the toughness of his team through the first 2 games. He's probably loving this right now. He's liking the way this is called, and he's liking the way his team's responding. Here's Castleman. He'll drive to the lane, get to the rim on the left-hand side. A shot up is no good, and now Beisner pulls down Brenton Leeds as they're going for that rebound. Let's see what the officials are going to sort out here. They're going to call it on Leeds. Boy, Beisner had his hand on the right shoulder of Brenton Leeds and pulled him down, and somehow Leeds got that foul.
Yeah, that's a tough foul call. Looked like loose ball, just like good physical play from both teams, and Leeds gets hit with a hard second foul. Tough second foul.
3 team fouls now for Southeast of Saline in this quarter, and Beloit will give it right back on their 10th turnover of the half, traveling as they come across the timeline.
You are seeing a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers, and that's what this defense will do from Southeast Saline. It speeds you up so much. We're seeing a lot of these happen in the backcourt, just uncharacteristic from Beloit team.
17-15, Southeast of Saline right now with a 2-point advantage. Castleman has it, top of the circle. He'll swing it left wing to Kerr. Now to Jacobson. Owen Bailey, his touches have been limited in this game. He takes 1 bounce, plays it back to Kerr. Now Jacobson, he'll turn, drive baseline, put a shot up off the window. Little too hard, no good, and the rebound taken down from Beisner. Calzada's up off the bench. He's going to come in for somebody with 2:30 left to go here in this second quarter. Stay with us at halftime. We'll go over numbers from this first half. Also talk to Shauna Smith. Here's Gerstner with a long 3. That takes a bounce off the rim, ends up in front of the Southeast student body and into a trap. They get it out, though, with a lob pass to Beisner. Looked like Beisner got away with a travel. Here's Cheney. He did travel and got caught. The pressure from Southeast of Saline, you can see, is really affecting the level of comfort of Beloit right now.
Yeah, there's at least 4 turnovers from 25 feet plus away from the basket right now, and that's what good defense does. It makes you so indecisive about what play you're getting ready to make, what you're getting ready to do. You got to love this if you're Coach Bryson Flax.
Kerr with it to Bailey. Owen Bailey. Now it ends up with Kerr on the right-hand wing. He gets his way to the paint. Wanted Omar Calzada to roll. I know what Danny was thinking there. He was coming off a pick from Calzada. Wanted Omar to go to the rim with him and attack that basket, and just a half a step off, and that ends up being the 3rd turnover for Southeast.
And that's that relationship thing you're going to see progress, from game 3 on, where Calzada's going to roll to the basket. He's going to get open. A great idea from Daniel. Just Calzada just wasn't on the same page.
Defense here now for Southeast of Saline as we enter the last minute and a half of the second quarter. They go high post to Beisner. He goes all the way to the rim and scores on the right-hand side. Bryce Beisner has 6 here in this quarter. We are tied up at 17. A little 3-0 run here by Beloit after Southeast of Saline put together a 7-0 run. Here's Kerr getting back to the rim. Nothing working there.
Yeah, Kerr's getting to the rim, but you're seeing really good defense from Beloit, just giving him awkward angles. That even though with that left hand, his dominant hand, it's just a tough angle to finish from Daniel Kerr.
Beloit now has the ball on their offensive end of the floor. Tied up 17-all. Here's a lob at the rim to Beisner. That was way above the cylinder. Beisner got a hand on it, unable to do anything with it. Inside a minute left to go. Grady Gebhardt's back in the game. Now to Kerr for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Beisner with the rebound. He and Calzada going after it on the inside. Beisner won that battle. Here come the Beloit Trojans across the timeline with 39 seconds. Gerstner will be picked up by Grady Gebhardt. Bailey now on Cheney. They'll come across to Johnson. Lob pass inside to Beisner. And he won the height battle inside. Definitely there was between Kerr and Calzada. And I think Omar Calzada just picked up his third foul.
Yeah, and we're seeing this run with leads on the bench, but right now it's still within reach. Like it's not too big of a lead, and you're resting leads, and you're making sure leads is just sitting on those 2 fouls, not picking up a silly third at the end of the half.
Beisner trying to add the free throw on here after the third foul on Calzada. The free throw is up, and it's good. In this quarter alone, 9 points for Bryce Beisner, and a 30-second timeout called by Bryson Flax. 28.9 seconds left to play. We'll keep it right here. 20-17 is the score for Beloit. And again, this quarter has been nothing but a game of runs. We started out, Beloit started the quarter on a 7-0 run. Southeast of Saline answered on a 7-0 run. Now Beloit is currently on a 6-0 run. So back and forth they go here, not able to trade baskets, but trading runs. And right now it's a 3-point lead for the Beloit Trojans.
And you just can't panic right now if you're Southeast Saline. 28.9 seconds left. It's a great time. You're looking for one shot. Again, you're looking to get that shot off maybe 4 or 5 seconds left. So there's a chance for an offensive rebound, but there's no chance for Beloit to get the ball back in this half.
28.9 seconds left to play. Beloit has not been called for a foul here in this quarter. They've only been called for 1 foul in the entire game. Kerr and Owen Bailey in the backcourt. They'll bring it up here to finish it out. Kerr will be coming across the timeline. 22 seconds left to play. Bryson Flax has both hands up in the air, indicating he wants last shot. Now he's directing traffic, and they're going to say 3 seconds in the lane on Omar Calzada. That's a mental error there for Southeast.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, Coach Flax wanted him on the low block, just had kind of a foot in the lane, and here you go. Now you got to buckle up and play defense for the next 14 points.
Only takes 1 foot, right?
It does.
12 seconds left to go now. Southeast of Saline, Grady Gebhardt challenging Gerstner in the backcourt. He's taken the clock down to 8. Now down to 5. Gerstner still has it. You got the feeling he's not going to give it up, and he traveled with the basketball, fell to the sideline, and that's going to be the end of the half. 20-17 as Ryan Eiler screams at his point guard to pass the basketball in a couple of runs back and forth, and a 3-point difference at the half with Beloit leading Southeast 20-17. When we come back, numbers from the first half. We'll also check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. We'll also have a conversation with Southeast of Saline girls head coach Shauna Smith. It's all coming up here at halftime. 20-17, Beloit leading it by 3 on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Hi, everyone. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season, and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country. One call to me, and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime of the boys contest, 20-17, the lead for Beloit. And again, it's been a game of runs. Beloit started out with a 7-0 run to start the quarter. Southeast of Saline answered with a 7-0 run, and Beloit finishes the half on a 6-0 run. And speaking of runs, we'll go back now and look at our first game of the night, a 46-36 victory for Southeast of Saline's Lady Trojans. Head coach Shauna Smith joins us now. What do you think about this one, Coach?
kind of our saying this year is going to be kind of being gritty, we're going to have to buckle down and do things, and I thought that's what we kind of did tonight. Things kind of, they went on a little bit of run that second quarter, and I thought, we stuck with it, and we just still did things that we needed to do.
Different points in different games and how your team reacts, it definitely has a contribution to how the games turn out. I nailed a spot here in this game that I just cannot stay away from, and that is the point early in the third quarter when you were down by 3. It was Beloit's biggest lead. They led 24-21. But then from that point, you finished the quarter on a 13-4 run, and you finished the rest of the half on a 25-12 score. That was a huge point, and it seemed to be just kind of like a wake-up call for your team to get things going.
Yeah, I think we hit that 3 down here. I think maybe Brielle hit the 3 down there. It kind of got us going there. I think one of the things we just picked up our pressure defensively, it's kind of made them a little more uncomfortable, their bigs. So that way it just wasn't such an easy pass in the second half. So I think that brought a little bit of, just kind of got things going for us.
Seemed like your girls were doing a really good job tonight, getting out in passing lanes, being active, tipping balls away. A lot of times the girl that got the steal wasn't the girl that started the action, but just active hands tonight from your defense.
Yeah, like I said, they were definitely outmatched us in size. And, we knew that their big kids, Butke was going to get her points because we didn't have really a key there, but besides pressure defense on the inbound or the passer. But I thought, overall she had 10 points at halftime, and she ended with 12 points. I just thought, and I think they were, or 14 points, whatever, but it was late. That they were, whatever. They were real late in the game there, so I just thought we did, Lexi did a good job. I'm not sure Lexi even came out or if she did this whole second half. I looked at her one time and just asked her if she needed me to call a timeout for her, and she said yes, because she was working her tail off in there.
Boy, she had another great game on the heels of a 16-point, 14-rebound performance tonight. I hope I missed a rebound, because if I did, she had another double-double tonight. I had her 12 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals for Lexi Jacobson tonight. But this is the kind of scoring mix you want, right? You don't have anybody get way out of control, but 12 points for Brielle, 12 points for Lexi Jacobson tonight, 10 points for Maddie Harris, 8 points for Abbott Pearson. I mean, this is the kind of spread that you expect every night out of this group, isn't it?
And that's actually the kind of thing we need. I told everybody needs to contribute. So that's the thing that we talk about, that we're not a one-man show. We haven't been for a long time at Southeast. And I think that just makes us so dangerous.
Sutton Douglas had some huge minutes for you tonight. She came in, got a couple of fouls, but man, they were hustle fouls that you can live with all day long. She really played some key minutes tonight.
Yeah, and I thought even Addison did too. They just kept balls alive, rebounding. I mean, that's what I told them, that's what I need some of you guys to do, is just keep balls alive, get it going.
Yes.
And I thought we did, especially in the first half down here, did a great job with that.
Again, cut the turnovers kind of in half from the first game. I had you with 11 tonight, 12 of 18 from the free throw line, 67% in the fourth quarter. Things feel a whole lot different sitting here tonight than they did 1 week ago, don't they?
Yeah, and we look like a different team. I mean, just kind of look like we're still trying to figure out maybe kind of the leadership of, somebody we're kind of looking for who it's going to be. But I mean, we have our 3 seniors, but that person that's just going to buckle down. But when it comes down to it, there's our 5 there, 6 kids, 7 kids. They all want to win, and they all want to do it together.
Another short trip for you coming up next week on Tuesday. We'll go into Abilene and play the Cowgirls. We will talk to you then. Enjoy your weekend.
All right, thank you.
Big win tonight for Southeast of Saline's ladies. Shauna Smith, 46-36 the score. Southeast of Saline now moves to 2-1 on the season. They are 1-0 in league play and 1-0 here on their home floor. Halftime of the boys contest, 20-17. They are presenting the state championship banner to the Southeast of Saline cross country team. Here at the half, we'll be back to talk more about that and have stats from the first half of this boys contest. More coming up on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report. You're listening to KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the AmSoil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Farmers, as fall planting season winds down, it's time to start planning for next spring. Phillips Seed stands ready to work with you to nail down the best seed genetics for your operation. They can help you select from their top-performing corn hybrids and soybean varieties, as well as seed treatments to get your crops off to a fast start. Find them online at phillipseed.com, Facebook, on X, or call 785-949-2204. That's 785-949-2204. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
It's the holidays, the most glorious time of the year. Friends and family coming to your home to celebrate with dinner and drinks and that terrible, horrendous smell. What is that? That is your septic system backing up into your home and making your holiday stink. If you haven't had your septic system pumped out and cleaned in the last 3 years, you're asking for trouble. Call Saline Septic Service today, and we will make sure your holiday is jolly and bright. Saline Septic Service, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and worry-free holiday season.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at halftime, 20-17, Beloit leading over Southeast of Saline. Let's go over scoring for you. Bryce Beisner leads all scorers here at the break. 9 points. He scored all of those in the second quarter. Along with him for Beloit, Eli Johnson has 4, 3 for Noah Gerstner, 2 for Quinn Eilert, and 1 for Jackson Cheney. For Southeast of Saline, they have spread out scoring as well. 5 for Connor Castleman, 4 for Daniel Kerr, 3 for Gannon Jacobson, 3 for Owen Bailey, and 2 for Omar Calzada. Southeast of Saline has not shot a free throw in this game, and Beloit has only been called for 1 foul. Beloit, meanwhile, has gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line, and a big discrepancy in turnovers. Beloit has 11 turnovers, while Southeast of Saline has just 4. Another 2.5 minute timeout. We'll be back with third quarter action. After this, Beloit leads Southeast of Saline at the break, 20-17 here on KINA.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Just about ready for start of the third quarter. 20-17 our score. Talked about that second quarter just being a quarter of runs. Started out being a 7-0 run for Beloit, then a 7-0 run for Southeast of Saline, and then Beloit closed out the half on a 6-0 run. That all brings us to a low-scoring game, 20-17. Beloit leads it by 3. Tyler, after seeing the first 16 minutes of this game, what are your new image audio keys to success for Southeast here as we start the third quarter?
Just don't panic, right? I mean, you just talked about the runs. It doesn't matter who gets the run. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. You got to know that your time is coming and stick with it. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Daniel Kerr. The leadership on the floor. You know, we saw Gannon Jacobson start off extremely cold in the first quarter. He hits that 3 in the second quarter, big-time 3 to conclude one of Southeast's big runs. And the first play that goes over, there's Daniel Kerr kind of gives him a tap. It's that leadership. He needs to continue to be aggressive. It's now time to get Leeds back in the game. Let's see if Leeds can play without picking up another foul. He's only got 2. I think Southeast did a great job just milking that last minute and a half maybe with Leeds on the bench with a couple fouls. Now let's see him go back to work. He's been really strong defensively for Southeast of Saline.
And mentally, the frustration has to build a little bit for Beloit, right? Because you have this mental thing where you come in, you're like, oh, we don't have to deal with that team anymore. They got a whole new squad out here, and then all of a sudden it's close, and you're going, geez, these guys are still here?
Without a doubt. And that's the definition of culture, right? Like These guys, they don't know how to play any other way. They don't know they shouldn't be in this basketball game right now, and they're doing a great job.
Entry pass. Bailey into Leeds. They're going to swing it now on a kick out all around Castleman, Jacobson, and Kerr. Everybody touching it here early on in the third quarter for Southeast. Kerr will attack the rim, go up, and he sends it over the cylinder and into the hands of the Beloit Trojans. 20-17, Beloit with a 3-point lead. Now they have the basketball here as we're 30 seconds in to the second half. Glad you could join us for Southeast basketball here. Live stream video still free of charge on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you by Salina Ortho. Here's a leaner by Gerstner, and he's going to come up empty. There's a transition now for Southeast of Saline. Bailey all the way to the rack, and he's going to draw the foul. Limited touches like you've had so far tonight, if you're Owen Bailey, you have to take advantage of transition looks like that, and he was able to draw the foul.
Yeah, he was, and I love that he just attacked Beisner right there. As Beisner only picks up his first, as we discussed, only the second team foul on Beloit. But Owen Bailey didn't think twice. He just put his head down, took it hard to the basket. 2 free throws, buries the first.
First free throw attempt of the game for Southeast of Saline, and it comes with 7:11 left to play here in the third quarter. Owen Bailey coming off of a 34-point performance on the road against Smoky Valley on Tuesday. Missed the second free throw. It's a 2-point game. 20-18 Beloit. In their black jerseys trimmed in orange. They'll come across the timeline. High post entry now to Beisner. He'll take a dribble, sweep around, leave it off closer to the baseline to Johnson. Back out now to Beisner. Johnson's asking for that ball up high. Eli Johnson putting a single finger in the air because he has Connor Castleman on him. He feels that's a huge mismatch. Here's Cheney along the baseline, out to Gerstner for 3, and he's able to get it to go. Noah Gerstner, his second three-pointer of the night. That one went all the way around the inside of the rim and then fell through. 23-18. Biggest lead so far here for Beloit in this game. It's 5 points. Kerr with it, now to Jacobson. He's going to try to answer, and he does. Gannon Jacobson, a huge 3 on the right wing.
Yeah, and you see right there, just with confidence, that one in rhythm. They've kind of been sagging off. Gannon kind of making him indecisive whether to shoot or not to shoot that one. He didn't think twice. Caught it in rhythm. Great finish.
Leeds gambles for the steal. Beisner comes to the rim. Tries a left-handed reach for a finger roll. Can't get it to go. The battle for the rebound is whistled to a stop, and they check the arrow at the table. It will stay with Beloit on their own side here.
Well, that's a big boy battle right there. And you see Coach Flax is telling Leeds to get better position right there, and Leeds knew it, but really fought hard to tie that basketball up.
Here's the inbounds now. Ball squirts free. Jacobson picks it up off the dribble and now plays it to Kerr. Here comes Daniel Kerr up the left-hand sideline. Skip through the defense. Castleman for 3. That won't go. Ball way up in the air off the rebound attempt. Kerr was wanting it over there by the ball rack, but the official on top of it, walking from one corner to the other along the baseline, says it belongs to Beloit. 23-21. 5:40 left to go here in the third quarter. This Beloit team off to a 2-0 start. Southeast of Saline started 1-1. This probably for an early lead in the NCAA. I don't know how this boys portion of the league is going to turn out this year. Here's a three-pointer by Beloit by Jackson Cheney, and a weak side rebound, and a foul will be called here on Southeast.
Yeah, the foul call in Castleman right there. Castleman had position, but it's just one of those where Cheney Castleman just didn't have the height down there. Good non-call for the over the back, as you'd hear scream from the stands, but no push in the back. It was all clean. It was just the taller man won there.
There's Gerstner popping into a three. That's no good. Beisner took a big swipe at the basketball, bounced off his shoulder, but he's able to save it. Gerstner now back with the basketball. Entry pass in down low to Johnson. Out to Beisner. He fakes the three-pointer. Big step to the lane. Cans it, saves it, plays it back outside to Eilert. Eilert's going to take the long shot. That's no good. And the rebound by Leeds. He'll play it to Owen Bailey. Bailey up the floor. Skip pass now. Jacobson has it. Quick head and shoulder fake, and a blocking foul will be called here on Quinn Eilert.
Yeah, I think Eilert kind of got, I thought, pretty good defensive position. He knows that Jacobson's going to go to that ball fake and go to the right. Eilert just slides over, not in time, and the official's eyes gets called for the block. First foul on Eilert.
Bailey will be the inbounder. Southeast of Saline trailing by 2. 4:51 left to go here in the third. Bailey way up top to Jacobson. Jacobson now back to Castleman. Castleman one-hands it to Kerr, center of the floor. Kerr will go to the left to Gannon Jacobson. Boy, Gerstner's all over Bailey. Forearm, hand check, you name it. He probably got away with a foul there, riding Bailey all the way to the right-hand side of the basket. Bailey missed the layup. Beloit has it back. We approach the halfway mark of the third period. Inside, Eilert feeding Beisner to Johnson. Johnson goes up with a power move and scores. Eli Johnson, his first basket since way back in the first quarter. He has 6. It's a 4-point Beloit lead. Daniel Kerr all the way to the cup. Finishes on the backside. Went left-handed, ended up crossing the paint, and finished on the right-hand side of the basket. Dana has 6.
And we've seen Daniel get to the bucket numerous times tonight. If he can continue to finish those, it's going to be smooth sailing for Southeast of Saline.
Gerstner tests the baseline, dribbled himself into a trap. Now back out to Beisner. Southeast recovers well on defense here. Look at Castleman just battling inside with Johnson. That's fun to watch, isn't it?
It is. He has he's completely mismatched down there, but continues to fight.
An up and under move now, and a pretty jumper off the window by Quinn Eilert. That's his second basket of the night. Beloit back up by 4. 27-23, 3:25 left to go here in the third. Daniel Kerr with it. To Leeds, standing out in three-point land. Now he'll set the screen for Bailey. Back to Leeds, little pick and roll. Britton missed the shot, and it's going to be cleaned up here by Eli Johnson. Boy, that would have been a tough shot to make, and I thought he had it, but it crawled out on him.
Yeah, good defense from Beloit just to contest that shot. Nice little pick and roll. Bailey with a great pass to get Leeds open.
Cheney with a quick three. That's no good. Johnson and Kerr battling for the rebound. It's going to go off of Johnson and to Southeast of Saline. A couple of substitutes into the game for Beloit as they start their transitions here in the third quarter. We kind of touched on that a little bit about the guys' side of the NCAA. I'm thinking now, geez, Beloit's got to be in it. Ellsworth, I think, will be good this year. Minneapolis is still young. They have one senior on their squad this year, but boy, you got to kind of go with the big three once again, don't you? You got to go Beloit, Southeast, and Ellsworth.
Yeah, you do. And right now you're seeing why these two teams are always in the top of the league. I mean, they
Sacred
just continue to reload.
Don't forget about Sacred Heart. Here's Gannon Jacobson for 3. How do we forget about the Knights? Jeez.
Selective.
Yeah. Back within 1, 27-26. And now Beloit throws it away. That's something they haven't done here in the second half that they had a rash of problems with in the first half. That's their first turnover here of the third period.
And you're seeing Jacobson now with 2 threes in this half. That confidence is there. He's going to continue to fire. That's what needs to happen. You start hitting those, defense comes out on you. All of a sudden, you're going to see Owen Bailey popping free for a couple. Continue to extend this Beloit defense.
Jacobson gets it in the paint. Stalls out at the free throw line. Plays it back to Kerr. Danny now will play it off back left-hand side to Jacobson. Now Kerr collects the defense. Plays it back to Leeds. Kerr sets up. Three-pointer right wing. That one's short. Dead on as far as angle, but just a little bit short as far as power. Now Gerstner all the way down the paint. He's going to go through 2 defenders and a foul called reaching in. I believe they got Jacobson. If it is for Gannon, it will be his 3rd. And it is.
Yeah, crafty move right there from Gerstner. The eyes were always looking at the wing, but he was going to the rim the entire time. Just put the pedal to the metal, if you will. Sokit draws the foul.
2 minutes left to play here in the third. It's a 1-point game. They go back to the inbounder here. Turnaround shot by Eilert up no good. Leeds will clean it up for Southeast. Here comes Kerr up the floor. Left-hand side, Jacobson. Little back and forth, couple ball fakes. Plays to Leeds, now to Kirby Davis, who's into the game. Davis will go to the paint. Free throw line stop. Now play it out to Kerr. Kerr a lob pass inside to Bailey. Plants his shoulder in the defender. Goes up with a little baby hook. Can't score it. Now Gerstner comes out of there. Here comes Noah Gerstner, left-hand wing. He's going to pull up for an ill-advised three. That's no good. And the ball out of bounds, saved by Beloit into the hands of Southeast. Momentary numbers by Southeast of Saline, unable to take advantage of it. Now Kerr all the way to the cup. Plays it out to Davis. Kirby nearly lost his dribble, got it back. Plays it to Leeds for a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Brenton Leeds.
Nice little slip pass to Leeds. Leeds did a great job just keeping his feet, staying composed. Goes up, draws a lot of contact to the free throw line for 2.
Brody Linton guilty of the foul. Brenton Leeds at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and he splashes it home. First basket of the game, first point for Brenton Leeds. And they weren't out very often. Jackson Cheney, Bryce Beisner, Eli Johnson all back into the game for Beloit. Gerstner will check out. I think that's the first time he's been out of this game. Joel Rexrow in for him. Brenton Leeds makes both his free throws. 3 of 4 from the free throw line so far are Southeast of Saline's Trojans, and they have taken a 1-point lead, 28-27. Southeast playing defense now. Johnson got it down low. And he's pulled the Top Gun move on him, didn't he? He just hit the brakes and let him fly right by. Then he was able to get the foul down low out of Southeast of Saline. It'll be Daniel Kerr, just his first.
Yeah, and Kerr was the one that went flying up. It looked like Gebhardt comes by, slaps the basketball away. But yes, exactly. Great composure right there. A lot of times you see players sped up, they go up, but just nice composure. Stayed slow with it. Went up, draws the foul.
Johnson gets the first foul shot to roll home. He will have another one. Don't forget about the high school basketball scoreboard show tonight and every Friday night from 10 until 11 o'clock here on KINA. A full hour of game wraps and scores from across the state of Kansas, and it's tournament time, so they have a lot to wrap up tonight for an hour on KINA. 2 free throws there by Johnson. 8 points for him, 4 here in this quarter. Grady Gebhardt has it on the right-hand side. He's on the wing. Now we'll play it to Kerr. Inside a minute left to go here in the third. Kerr into the lane. Had to go over the top of Beisner, and he's going to score. Daniel Kerr has 8. Back to a 1-point Southeast lead. Boy, he's gritty, isn't he?
Yeah, and Kerr continues to get to the lane. He gets to the lane. He did a great job with the finish right there.
Now a drive to the basket by Lance Lundeen, and he is fouled. Knocked to the court. Lundeen now will tow to the free throw line with a half a minute left to go. Kirby Davis will get his first foul.
Yeah, there was enough Southeast Saline Trojans in there. You could have given the foul to numerous guys, but it looks like Davis gets called for the first.
Calzada has 3. Also, Gannon Jacobson has 3. Those are really the only people of concern in this game. Nobody for Beloit has more than 1 because they only had 1 foul called on them in the entire first half. First free throw misses there by Lundeen. Second one in. So Lundeen goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line, ties this game at 30. Southeast may have the last say of it here in the third. Bryson Flax is going to slow Daniel Kerr up right in front of the scorer's table. Defense comes out to meet him. Kerr's going to play a one-handed pass to Grady Gebhardt. Gebhardt now to Calzada. 15 seconds left. And Bryson Flax just can't get that college coach out of him. He's going to call a timeout here to end the quarter with 15 and a half seconds left to go here in the third. We'll keep it right here in a planning session now for head coach Bryson Flax. Remember, they tried this at the end of the first half. Omar Calzada got caught with 3 seconds there in the lane, just standing, waiting. So I'm sure that's going to be addressed right now. But Southeast trying to take the lead going into the fourth quarter.
Well, in a way, you still got to play in your back pocket, don't you? Because you never got to run that set. It's still there. You're looking to you want to get Daniel Kerr downhill. You want to get him going, see if Beloit can collapse on him, maybe kick it. Somebody wide open for a 3. Again, you want to get this shot taken. 3 to 4 seconds left, so there's a chance for an offensive rebound, but nothing left for Beloit.
Worst thing that happens here, you go to the fourth quarter tied up at 30, right?
Without a doubt. That's the mindset you kind of have to have right now if you're Southeast.
Owen Bailey will be the inbounder. He'll get it into Daniel Kerr. Clock starts now, 13 seconds left to play. Rounding out the third quarter, clock down to 10. Ball still in the hands of Kerr. Tried to come back to Gebhardt. Now looking for Bailey. Bailey off balance. Going to throw it up with 4 seconds left. Ball rattles out. Calzada had a hand on it. Beloit pokes it out of bounds. And Southeast is going to have it with 0.9 left. Time for a touch and a shot here at the basket, but you cannot do more than that. Kerr looking to inbound. He's going to go up top to Calzada. He's at to catch and put it up, and fading away, just doesn't have enough mustard behind it, and we are at the end of 3. These Trojans doing battle. We need 8 more minutes to sort it out. All tied up. 30-30 is our score. Southeast of Saline and Beloit right here on KINA.
Visit Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where our service is superior, and we have something for everyone on your holiday shopping list. Don't miss our holiday sale going on now. Receive 20% off store-wide on hundreds of fine pieces and surprise someone special this year. See our new line of pet jewelry imported from Italy. Choose one of our American Darling purses made right here in the USA. Shop Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. It's the little things that matter since 1884.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting Southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here at Southeast of Saline. Boy, what a battle here between two NCAA heavyweights as Southeast and Beloit tied up at 30 going into the fourth quarter. Southeast will start out with the basketball. Here's Daniel Kerr driving to the free throw line. He'll play it out to Kirby Davis. Davis just mishandled the basketball there. The pass a little bit behind him, and it ends up in a transition basket for Lance Lundeen. 2-point lead by Beloit, and the first turnover of the half unofficially here for Southeast. Kirby Davis now gets to the paint. His shot blocked, and a foul will be called here that will send Davis to the free throw line.
Danny said right there, it looked like Beisner just got him with the body. Kirby Davis is going into the paint, going to the lane, wrong foots him, kind of goes up the right foot, awkward shot, and Beisner did get him with the body. Once he's going up with the hands, acts like he went up straight up, but it's all the call on the body right there on Beisner.
Kirby Davis makes the free throw, first point of the game for him. Beisner picked up his second foul. Davis misses the second free throw, the ball out of bounds. And it will go to Beloit. 32-31, Beloit with a 1-point lead and the basketball. 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. Want to remind you, Southeast of Saline basketball continues on Tuesday. Take the short trip to Abilene to tangle with the Cowgirls and Cowboys. That's coming up on Tuesday. Here for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA and also live stream video at SalinaPost.com. Beloit working through an offensive set here. Beisner has it, 3-point territory. Calzada all over him. Now he's going to hand it off to Lundeen. Inside to Johnson, who turns and drops it over the front of the rim. Eli Johnson now with 10 points, leading the way for the Beloit Trojans. A 3-point lead. Kerr unleashes a three, trying to tie the game. No good. Calzada, though, saves it for Southeast of Saline. They'll continue on offense. Grady Gebhardt has it. Now Kirby Davis on the right wing. Free throw line extended. They'll play it back now to the far side on the left-hand side of the floor to Kerr. Back over to Gebhardt in front of the Southeast bench. Grady tried to squeak it through there to Kirby Davis, and a reactionary deflection is going to take place there from Lance Lundeen.
And right now, if you're Southeast, you're looking to buy time, right? There's not a lot of scorers on the court right now. A lot of defensive specialists, if you will. There's a lot of athletes, but not a lot of scorers. You got to get scoring from somebody other than Daniel Kerr right now if you're Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, Leeds, Jacobson, and Bailey all sitting on the bench for Southeast here. 6:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Calzada had it deflect off his arm, but he was able to save it here and go back at it on offense with his teammates. Gebhardt has it right-hand side. Now back to Kerr up top. Kerr with a big smile on his face during this offensive set. I'm not sure what's going on with him right now. Kirby Davis with it. Back through the offense here. Gebhardt. Davis. Kerr. Boy, everybody touching the ball here. Kerr is going to drive. Step back shot. Won't go. Rebound on the floor, and it's going to take a hard bounce, and it's picked up by Noah Gerstner. 3-point lead by Beloit. They have the basketball. Maybe a chance to extend that here with 5:47 left to go. Lob pass inside to Johnson. Kick out now for a three-pointer that's up and no good. Rebound taken in by Castleman. Connor Castleman across the timeline. 3 Southeast Trojans sitting at the scorer's table waiting to check in. Here's Kirby Davis. Spin move inside. Plays it back out to Castleman.
Nice.
Free pass to the basket, and Connor's going to score. Castleman has 7. 34-33. Southeast back within 1.
Huge. You saw him turn the corner right there, right at the elbow. Castleman goes to the left-hand side. Great finish from the senior.
Here's Beisner inside, forcing the action against Calzada, and he gets the roll. Holy cow. Bryce Beisner goes up, took the contact, and also drew the foul on Omar Calzada. It will be his 4th foul, and a 3-point opportunity coming up for Bryce Beisner.
And that's a foul. We talked about good physical fouls. That was one of them. Calzada got a huge chunk of Beisner. Beisner did a great job just staying strong and finishing the bucket.
Bailey, Jacobson, and Leeds all check in. Castleman and Kirby Davis stay on the floor for Southeast of Saline. Beisner at the free throw line trying to complete this 3-point play. Free throw is up, and he missed it. Brenton Leeds with the rebound. So the Beloit lead remains at 3. 5:04 left to go. And I don't know where this game's going to end up, but the first thing in my mind when I look at that scoreboard, Tyler, is this is a Beloit team that put up 83 against Concordia in the first night.
Yeah, you just start seeing that this is going to be what Southeast hangs their hat on. It's going to be their strong defensive play. You see Castleman blow by, defender right there, kick it out to Davis for the miss. But it's strong defense, gritty, gutty play by Jacobson right there.
Jacobson on the floor, couldn't get the possession away for Southeast of Saline. Now Beloit tries a pass up the floor. They get it. Trap and a foul will be called here on one of the SES Trojans, either Davis or Jacobson. Let's hope it's Davis. And it is not. Gannon Jacobson has just taken his 4th foul. So that will have to be managed now by Bryson Flax, and I don't think it's going to take him long. He is going to put Daniel Kerr into the game. Gannon Jacobson has his 4th foul.
So Kerr had about 35 seconds of game time rest right there. I doubt he comes out the rest of the night. You're going to try to get Jacobson maybe back into the 3-minute mark-ish, see if he can play with his 4 fouls. But you need his offensive, you need his firepower to come in. He stroked a couple open threes. You got to get him back on the floor as soon as possible.
Gerstner trying to turn the corner on the Southeast defense, got himself in trouble. And our buddy Francis Flax will have his first touch of the game over there, saving it in the first row.
I'm surprised he didn't pull it. We've seen his son pull it at state tournament games from about that distance and make it.
It was amazing. Up top, Owen Bailey going at it here with Gerstner. Gerstner trying to get the dribble away, and Bailey not having anything of it. Now Davis inside. He gets to the paint. Out to Leeds. Now Castleman. 4 minutes left to go here in this 4th quarter. Bailey has to muscle one through. Gerstner trying to tie him up. He did so, but then his shot came up just a little bit short. Beloit takes it away, leading by 3.
Gerstner's been extremely impressive on the defensive side. We haven't seen him score as much as we've seen him score in the past, but defensively he's been great on Bailey.
Yeah, he comes in averaging 16 points a game. He only has 6, but I'm more impressed with him on the defensive end tonight. And now a foul away from the basketball on Beloit as Brody Linton in there battling a little too hard. And that will be a turnover for Beloit, just their 2nd one of the half after committing 11 in the first half. And that gives the ball back to Southeast of Saline, and promptly Linton comes out. So Southeast with an opportunity here, 3:40 left to play, trailing by 3. Kerr with the ball, deals it off to the left to Bailey. Bailey now back to Kerr. He'll take baseline, left-hand side, shot up and in, and he's going to be fouled. Daniel Kerr, ice cold, as he has a chance to go to the line and tie this game.
Well, Daniel did a great job. He drives left-handed side, and I think he finishes that with his right hand because the defender was behind him and on his left. Contact comes from that left side. Great finish from Kerr.
Eiler guilty of the foul. Kerr makes the free throw. We are tied at 36. What a game between these two teams. 3:24 left to go. Eilert with the ball. Now back to Gerstner. Gerstner weaving his way through traffic around the perimeter. They get it inside to Beisner. Beisner runs over Castleman, and a two-pointer by Beisner. And a timeout called by Ryan Eilert. So full timeout, we'll take it as well. 3:08 left to go here in this game. Beloit with a 38-36 lead on KINA.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Saline Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at SalinePainClinic.org.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, 3:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bryson Flax trying to get the attention of the official that did not make that last call, and it was a contact foul between Beisner and Castleman. I think Coach Flax thinks there should have been a player control foul there, and I'm not so sure I disagree with him.
Well, I think there's got to be a whistle one way or the other, and I don't know which way it goes, but with the way this game's been played and been called, it looked like there's enough contact for a foul to either go for or against Southeast Saline. No call right there is a little bit confusing. It's a tough break for Southeast.
The conclusion of that story is that official refused to come talk to him. Bryson has talked to the other two officials, but not that guy. 2:48 left to go. Southeast of Saline does get the basketball back here after the score from Beisner. 38-36 Beloit with a 2-point lead. Kirby Davis gets into the lane, up and under. A backdoor cut here by Owen Bailey, and Bailey cannot get the basketball. Little bit of a bad spot there to make that pass, and it goes through Bailey's hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, it was tough. Now at the 2:38 mark, we see Gannon back in. So now it gives you another shooter. Davis has done a great job defensively, but with Davis on the court, you don't all of a sudden have that scoring prowess that maybe Jacobson can give you. You can score inside and outside, so we'll see what Gannon can give you with 4 fouls. 2.5
minutes left to go. Beloit trying to extend their 2-point lead. Beisner has it out in 3-point lane. Guarded closely, arm's length away as Brenton leads. Now to Gerstner, who comes off the screen, and a late whistle is going to be called again on that baseline. They're going to say Leeds got him, had to be with the body because it certainly wasn't up top, and Gerstner's going to go to the free throw line.
When you see Gerstner right there, he's got the bigger player on him, and a lot of times you see that guard just kind of take a few dribbles and take a shot from 20, but Gerstner attacked, and he went up strong. 2 free throws as he misses the first.
Leeds has 3 fouls. First free throw missed by Gerstner. 2:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw up. That one goes in. 7 points for Noah Gerstner. 39-36 Beloit. Still one possession game. They lead it by 3. Daniel Kerr comes across the line. Wants to go to the rim. Had the ball poked away, and it's going to be taken away by Quinn Eilert. Boy, a big mistake there for Southeast of Saline giving a possession up. 2 minutes left to go. Beisner up top. Will hand it off on the flip to Gerstner. Now get it back. And a blocking foul will be called here on Bailey. They're going to say this is a non-shooting foul. It will be the 4th team foul on Southeast of Saline in the quarter.
Yeah, it looked like Bailey right there just got there late, just tried to flop and create some kind of positivity for Southeast Saline. Feet weren't set, just a tough call, tough move for Southeast Saline.
There's a block by Jacobson up top, and another foul called, and Bryson Flax might lose it here on this one. That was another block. We saw Brenton Leeds get a foul that I don't know was justified. We just saw another foul here that's going to put Gannon Jacobson out of this game that I feel like was a clean block. And Bryson Flax is definitely going to talk about it. So Jacobson will foul out. 9 points on the evening for him. And the free throw up and good here by Lance Lundeen.
Yeah, you see Flax has that conversation, not happy with the foul call. Hard basketball right there. And again, it's just one of those. Lundeen breaks wide open on that inbounds play. Jacobson there, contests the shot, gets called for his fifth.
Beloit now has equaled their biggest lead of the game. It's 5 points. Kerr with the basketball. In between two Beloit Trojans, has to fish it out again. Nearly lost it. He does so. Kirby Davis there to help. Kerr has it back. He's going to spin. Step away. 15-footer. Rolls off. No good. Rebound inside by Johnson. Johnson will play it to Beisner. Up the floor. Beloit's going to throw it away.
Okay, here's right now if you're Southeast Saline. You said Beloit's got the biggest lead of the game. You got to just slow things down. There's still a minute and a half left as Coach Flax calls a timeout.
It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 1:29 left to go in this one. 41-36. Beloit leading it by 5 here on KINA.
For a limited time, take advantage of savings on new Case IH specialty utility and all-purpose tractors with 2.5% interest for 84 months or cash back. With easy operation, Case IH tractors deliver the flexibility and durability your operation demands. Hurry in. Offer ends December 31st, 2023. Stop by Can Equip in Salina and set yourself up for greater productivity with a great deal on a Case IH tractor that works as hard as you do.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
1:29 left to play in this one. We are in the fourth quarter. 41-36. Beloit with a 5-point lead. Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Kerr with it. He'll play it to Castleman. Again, Gerstner just shutting the door on Owen Bailey here. They're trying to get him the basketball, and he is just basically getting some exercise out there because Gerstner has him bottled up. Now they get it in Bailey's hands. He's going to shovel it back to Kerr. Kerr outside to Castleman. He'll take a baseline drive. Layup good, and he's going to get fouled. Connor Castleman is having his offensive coming out party in this game. He now has 9 points, and he's stepping to the free throw line.
Well, and that's huge because you can see the offense from Southeast Saline was struggling a little bit. They didn't know where to go. They tried to run a set for Bailey. Bailey came off. Just get Gerstner all over him, and right there, Castleman gets the ball on the baseline. Great drive as he misses the free throw.
Free throw missed. Beisner will clean it up for Beloit, but back to a one-possession game with 1 minute left to play. That foul was on Beisner. That's his second. Johnson with it along the baseline. Southeast trap, and
I think we have a timeout.
Timeout. Another timeout call. 51 seconds left to go. And another full timeout. We'll step away. A 3-point game. Beloit with the lead and the basketball here on KINA.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
If you're looking for somebody to foul on Beloit's team, the pickings are slim because they are all pretty good free throw shooters from the 5 that are out on the floor. As a team tonight, Beloit 12 of 16 from the free throw line. So Southeast of Saline probably going to opt for a good defensive stand first here with it still being just a one-possession game. 41-38. Gerstner has it in the backcourt, comes across the timeline. Castleman still with him. Gerstner's going to go all the way to the hoop, put it up in reverse. Beisner's going to get the rebound, and then he is going to be fouled, I believe, by Daniel Kerr after that rebound went up over the rim. Beisner was fortunate enough to save it for Beloit.
Yeah, great play from Beisner, just get his hands on that basketball. An uncharacteristically bad shot from Gerstner right there. I mean, he beat the defense, but he had no angle at the basket underneath it. Tough shot. Beisner rips the rebound down.
I seriously doubt that's what Ryan Eilert drew up in the timeout coming out of that. But Beisner gets the first free throw to go down. He's been perfect tonight from the line. He's 5 of 5. Make it 5 of 6. So I still got it.
Yeah, there you go.
42-38. 33 seconds left to go. Kerr floats to the southeast bench. It's a 4-point game, and the ball slapped away by Quinn Eilert. Kerr in the corner. Now we'll have to inbound.
Yeah, and as much as we've talked about the SES defense, this Beloit defense has been really good as well. Nothing's come easy. Really good perimeter defense, making everything difficult.
Castleman has it. He's leaning, trying to get in the lane. Finds the window, and he scores. Connor Castleman keeping Southeast of Saline in this game. He's going to score a layup with 24 seconds left to go. Now 40-42. Southeast of Saline trails it by 2, and they're going to call a full timeout. If you missed it earlier today, 46-36. Southeast of Saline beat Beloit. And as I told Shauna Smith, Tyler, things feel a little different here as they did 1 week ago.
Oh, without a doubt. 1 week ago, you're wondering, you don't know what's going to happen. You got 2 really tough opponents. You got Smoky Valley, you've got Beloit, and you know I told you off air that the confidence in Shauna Smith was still there. I mean, she knew, and everybody knew going in. Heston's a tough game, and you know anytime it's game 1, you're still. Nobody knows their role yet. You're still looking. I remember we talked about it before that Heston game. You're looking for your alpha. You're looking for where do you go to when problems are happening. They did a great job shutting Lexi Jacobson down. Well, here's what happens. Lexi goes off the next 2 games. 2 huge wins for Shauna Smith and her Lady Trojans.
Other scores in the area going on right now on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. The Abilene Cowboys at halftime. They lead Augusta 29-22. Abilene's trying to move to 3-0 on the season. In lieu of their game, or excuse me, on the doorstep of their game next Tuesday against Southeast of Saline. Also at the end of 3, El Saline leading Solomon in boys play. El Saline's girls beat Solomon earlier today. Salina South's girls beat Central earlier today. Central and South on the boys' side. It's a 1-point game. Central with the lead at halftime, 22-21. 24 seconds left to play here. Beloit with the basketball, trying to get it in. Nearly stolen away. They have Gerstner in the corner in a southeast trap, and they have to get a timeout to save possession with 20.5 seconds left. Ryan Eilert, the coach of Beloit, has to call another timeout. That will leave him with 1. It will leave Bryson Flax with 1. 42-40 is still our score. Boy, Southeast got Gerstner pinned there in a very precarious situation.
When you see Gebhardt into the game defensively, and he wreaks havoc. I mean, it's like he's back playing linebacker. Anybody comes through his hole, he's going to fill. Did a great job right there. Loose ball. Trojans all over the basketball. This is exciting.
6 points in this quarter from Connor Castleman. He has helped Southeast of Saline stay in this game, especially with the absence of Gannon Jacobson, who fouled out. Gannon fouls out with 3 3-pointers, has 9 points tonight in this game, but he is not available anymore. And now the defensive specialist out there with Leeds, Davis, Kerr, Gebhardt, and Castleman all on the floor for Southeast of Saline. Each coach has a timeout remaining. Both teams are in the bonus situation. 20 seconds left to play. Beloit trying to get it inbounds. They're going to go deep. It's picked off by Leeds. Britton Leeds took it away. Kerr has it. 2-point game. 15 seconds left to go. Kerr all the way to the cup. Layup won't go. Davis has a hand on it and saves it. 10 seconds left, and Bryson Flax calls a timeout. Beloit tried the long pass, but the problem is, Tyler, you know as well as I do, any pass that's a cross-court pass is a terrible pass, and that's what Beloit tried to do. Britton Leeds back there playing defensive back took it away.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it's one thing when you coach defensive backs, you tell them it's timing, it's space, it's distance. Leeds did a great job. I mean, that pass is going to have to come a long ways. Rotates the hips. Great play. Goodness gracious. Game saver for Southeast of Saline.
Southeast has a chance to tie, maybe even win this. I'm curious to see what the thinking is for Southeast of Saline. They do have a little bit of a luxury to them where Beloit's hands are tied for the first time in this game. Beloit is up against the limit on fouls. They only had one foul called against them in the first quarter. They are at the limit right now. On the next foul we see, it will be free throws.
And this is the third time we've seen a end of quarter situation, clock running low. Third time Coach Flax has gone to the whiteboard. Third time's going to be a charm right here for Southeast of Saline.
Possession arrow, if you're curious, looks like it's in the favor of Beloit. If there is a tie-up in the basketball, there are no timeouts left for Southeast of Saline. Beloit still has one timeout remaining. 10.2 on the clock. So Bryson Flax out of timeouts. His cards are out on the table. Castleman will be the inbounder here. Kerr has to run down the basketball near center floor. He's going to hand it off to Bailey. Owen Bailey, long three-pointer. That won't go. Castleman with the rebound, and he's fouled. Castleman got the rebound. He's fouled from behind, and he will step to the free throw line with 2 free throws and a chance to tie this game. Man, he's been good in this quarter.
And there's 4 Beloit defenders there. The 5th was out guarding Bailey. Castleman somehow ends up with the basketball, wisely attacks the basket. 2 free throws.
Bryson Flax using this as a little bit of a timeout, and Connor Castleman missed the free throw.
No, I see you got to make this if you're Castleman. I see right now the wheels are churning. You've got to hit this free throw. Try to extend this game. Hit the free throw, look to foul if you're SES.
42-41, 1 free throw here remaining for Connor Castleman. Southpaw is up and he makes it. And they're going to say a lane violation on Owen Bailey. They're going to wave that free throw off, and a lane violation on Bailey. No timeouts left. You got to match up. There's no time to argue and no time to be upset about that call now. There's 4.3 seconds left. Eiler trying to get it in. They do so to Beisner. He's going to hug the basketball and go to the other end now and try to put this one away. 2 free throws will do it. 1 leaves the game alive.
I don't know if I've seen a lane violation called at this juncture of the game.
And it wasn't on the lane. It was at the top of the key.
Yes, going in from the top of the key. So you have the free throw line extended that you have to stay behind. As an official, you have to be looking at that really hard. And a lot of times an official will call it if they've been told before that's been happening, they're looking for it. With the lack of fouls on Beloit, there haven't been that many free throws shot by Southeast Saline. That's either a really, really good call from the official, something he kept his eyes on, or a call that was just, man, I don't know. That's a really tough break against SES.
Beisner at the free throw line makes the first, makes it a 3-point game. He can end it if he makes this. Still 3.5 seconds left to go, 3.3 to be exact. But more than likely, a make here with a 4-point advantage will end this game. Beisner's free throw is up, and he made it. 4-point advantage for Beloit. 44-40. Kerr has the basketball. He's going to pull up at the 3-point line at the buzzer and miss it off the heel, and that will be the final. Beloit 44, Southeast of Saline 40. Southeast of Saline moves to 1-2. Beloit remains perfect at 3-0 as the 8th-ranked team in Class 3A. More importantly, it's a league win for the Beloit Trojans. They go to 1-0. 44-40. Postgame is here, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. We'll go over final numbers for you. You have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game, and also a conversation with head coach Bryson Flax. It's all coming up after this. Postgame is here after a Beloit Trojan victory, 44-40 over Southeast.
Winner